One out of a million will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rise. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
We are the apocalypse, and a bell that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the night won't scare us falling. So rise up. I'm too great to be landed. Rise up. We're too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, fly by them like choppers. Better took those risks, hold one of my fists, we fire starters. Let's go. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rise.
Won't you take me home? Give me wings to fly. We can run away. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home to a castle in the sky. Castle in the sky.
Alright, we are working on getting things rolling here. One thing I do want to mention is everybody should go ahead and restart their clients right now. I don't know what happened, they pushed a small little update. So, just to make sure that everything rolls smoothly.
Thanks, Redhead. Pushing patches on a Thursday. What is this?
Won't you take me home? Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up.
Jason, you want to go ahead and just get a new lobby going? Just preventively.
Sure thing.
Alright, well, while you do that, let's go ahead and kick it over so they can see our beautiful faces. Guys, we are here with LCC Season 2. That's in the past. LCC Season 3 is all go from this moment forward. Welcome on in. Hi, my name is Ian. You can call me Jags. This is Jason Cerelius, and we are your kind of LCC hosts, broadcasters, commentators. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, a little bit of everything, right, Jason?
And we run it all. If it wasn't for us, nothing would be run. So call us what you'd like, as long as it's nice.
That's true. That's true. This is kind of a warm-up for a lot of us. It's going to be a warm-up for our players, a warm-up for the broadcast. So let me know how things are balancing out. Let me know if the sound is balancing out, things like that. Just let me know. Okay, jersey throwback. Okay.
You want me to time that guy out again?
I see that, TJ. TJ, I'll get you at the end of the stream, okay? I know you gotta hold on, but I know that you will. I'm wearing sweatpants. I don't want that to be on stream, so let me just give me a second. There's a couple. I want to run through the way that we're gonna work this today, okay? A little sneak peek here. You can see I've got a interview wheel that we are going to be using in order to interview our rookies. Okay, so all of our rookies are named out right here, and we're going to get a chance to meet them for a couple of minutes throughout our session. The way that this is going to work, we're going to do before, in between, and after. We're going to have 2 games tonight. So we're actually going to start our stream off right now with a couple of interviews to get to know some of our rookies a little bit better. So yeah, while we're doing that, we'll get them into lobby, make sure everything goes smoothly. Our first game is going to be the call your shot game, right, Jason? And just for everybody that doesn't really know what that means yet, why don't you, Jason, can you explain to us what call your shot is?
Yeah, rookies, everybody pay attention, listen up. Round 1 is going to be a no holds barred blind pick match, 5v5 between our set of 10 rookies. And we are going to yeah, we're gonna let you just have your shot. This is where we want you to come out and show us what you got, show us what it looks like on your best champ. There's no bans, and we want to see you shine.
Perfect. Yeah, so that'll be our first game. For game 2, we'll get to see kind of more standard style. We've already got the link set up, and so we'll get those over to the teams. We'll get our rookies kind of used to what it looks like to pick and ban throughout the season, right? That's something that a lot of us who are returning to the league have had some practice with. For our rookies that don't know it, it's kind of a league tradition to mess up a ban, or to miss a ban, or to mess up a pick at some point. So if we see that today, it'll just be in tradition, but you know, it's a good chance to kind of get to know it. And you know, as a pointer, Jason, I guess, do you want to do like a quick tip on how to use the pick ban tool? Because I think it might be, there's some helpful things to know, right? Like if you hover a ban, then it will automatically lock it, or it won't lock in a ban.
It's supposed to.
But if you hover a pick, then it will automatically lock the pick. So you can miss a ban if you don't click accept in enough time. And there's a couple
The
little
most
things.
important thing to keep in mind is that when it hits 0, it is 0. It is not like the League client. It's going to give you a little bit of buffer time. When that timer hits 0, you're locked in. And if you don't have a pick there, or if you don't have your band selected and locked in, it's just going to give you nothing. And when you get to your pick, if you have it hovered, it's supposed to lock the champ in. We've had issues, but it's supposed to do
Always
that.
have issues.
So you should be all right.
It's part of the league, right? Part of running it. So, Jason, I think we should go ahead. Yeah, we had a Tristana top lane. That's right. I think it's time
Tristana
for
won
us
again.
to maybe go ahead and start by making sure that all of our rookies are here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Old Paco is Orcas.
I see 7 here. Maybe 8. I think we're still missing Karpusky and Crispy. Those are the 2 I don't see.
Okay. Karpusky is online.
Yeah, so we'll have to. I want to make sure that I just don't see them in the chat is all. The way that we'll do this, we've got the Flex Rank 1 and Flex Rank 2 channels. So we're gonna assign you guys teams for the game, and then we'll just ask that you go in there. But before we do that, I think it's time to, what do you say, Jason? Get some interviews started. Should we get to know these players?
Yeah. Let's. Well, I've just got an ad, so I think some other people may have as well. We may want to hold off for a moment on just getting the start.
Well, we can do the roll, but yeah, I guess we're still missing. Okay, I see Karpusky is there now. So
Yep,
that's
I sent him a
1, 2,
DM.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, last one that we're missing is Crispy, I believe. Yeah, Crispy, we've got 10. Okay. Alright, awesome. So Jason, what do you think? Let's go ahead and let's spin it, I think. Spin it to win it.
Yeah, I'm still in an ad on my feed for the stream, but let's send it a spin and let me know how it goes.
How long are the ads?
It's 2 minutes long.
Okay, well,
It's grand.
it's okay. I'll have to take a look at that later. Alright.
Well, Tyler, would you like for me to track when the ads are done, or just guess?
Okay, our first interview is going to be Gemzy. Alright, so let's go ahead and snag. There's Crispy in the Discord right when we need him. Excellent. Alright, Jason, go ahead and snag Gemzy on in here. Pull him in.
All right. Yoink. Gemsy.
Gemzy, you're on stream. Say hi to the LCC.
Hello there.
Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us today. We're really excited to have you on board. Gemzy, you're kind of one of our weird exceptions, where you're a rookie by like rule. You've actually played in the LCC, but you've done the less than 5 games rule. So you're kind of like a red-shirted player, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, so we've got kind of a standard set of questions here. We got 8 questions that we're gonna ask everybody, and we'll just kind of run through it. We'll start with the really easy ones first. What is your rank and role?
My rank right now is silver. I'm just that good. And I main top lane, but I am playing jungle, which I'll happily do. I'll be playing a lot of weird junglers because I'm not exactly the best jungler, but I have some weird picks that I want to bring into the LCC, and I think it's just for fun, honestly.
Yeah, cool. So some niche angles, and I felt like even top lane with your Riven, you kind of niche as well. That kind of leads into the second question, which is what are your top 3 champions?
Riven, Gragas, and Rumble. Those are my main 3.
Okay, Riven, Gragas, and Rumble. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And then third question here. While I'm figuring out the music. Third question
How long have you
is,
been playing League?
yeah, how long have is this yeah, are you still new to the game? Did you come in season 3, season 5? When did you start
I
playing?
started on season 6, but I didn't really touch it until like season 10, 11. So, yeah.
Okay, so you just kind of like make it like you never played ranked until more recently?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really play that game ranked anymore.
Okay. Gotcha.
or tried.
Yeah, it's just practice for the LCC at this point, right?
Right.
I don't know about practice. It's more like what kind of champions I can play in jungle and get away with it and not troll as hard.
Fair enough. Okay, so this is kind of an open-ended question with no wrong answer. Which role in League of Legends has the largest impact on the mid game?
Mid game. So I feel like it's support or ADC. It's one of those two.
Okay, can you just
I
give?
like to say it's support mainly just because that's when they start getting more of their abilities and their items, and they can just start putting more priority into other people's vision and just support pretty much.
Yeah, good. That's a great answer. Awesome. Um,
You don't have to stoke Jag's ego. It's all
I
right.
mean that
You can pick a
that's
different
yeah.
role.
I agree with a lot of what you gotta say there. So yeah.
All right, Gemzy, let me hit you with if a game lasts 30 minutes, ideally, how many kills are in that game?
Well, with our team, with the amount of teammates we have right now, I'm pretty sure it'll easily reach 40. Especially if I'm in the game, because I'll be feeding 20 deaths. I'm sorry, kills. I'm not trolling, I promise. 20 kills from me, of course. And yeah,
Okay.
I think
So
I just play for fun. I don't know if you can tell from the last season. Every time I played, I got a few kills there.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, so kind of high kill games, 40, so more than a kill a minute, definitely. Okay, cool. Yeah, number 6, kind of a meme question. If you could delete one champion from the game, which champion would you delete?
Clone. Oh, sorry. Which champion? I always love one-shotting Jinx players and Twitch players. Those are like my main three. Sorry, and then Vayne.
Oh, so
So-
that's funny. You took that differently. If you could delete one, as in if you could one-shot one champion. That's funny.
I like bot lane.
Go ahead, Jason.
Right. Yeah. So what's something you enjoy doing outside of League of Legends?
I actually do plumbing on the side. I know it sounds weird, but I actually really enjoy plumbing. I've been doing plumbing for like almost 4 years now.
I could have used you
And-
Monday night. I tried to replace my stillcock outside, and I ripped it in half because I hoped it was threaded and it was soldered.
Oh my god. I don't want to hear that.
I had the water shut off. It wasn't so bad.
But I also do 3D printing on the side, and I paint 3D miniatures. So
Nice.
Okay,
I
super
enjoy that a
cool.
lot.
So
Plumbing
is that
3D
like the
printing?
the big like Warhammer stuff, like those types of miniatures, or what?
I've never really got into Warhammer. I just love painting, and I'm not really the best
Anime
with
girls.
canvas stuff. So, but like, I really enjoy painting miniatures.
Cool.
And yeah,
Yeah, okay, super cool. And then last question for you here. What's something that you want the LCC to know about you for this upcoming year?
I'll be playing a lot of weird champions. I hope you pick me for fun, not to. We'll still win. I can guarantee you that. But I'll be playing a few weird champions and a few niche ones.
Okay.
But
All
I
right.
feel I'll play pretty well.
We'll look out for Jimsy's champ pool this year. Thank you so much for the time. We do have a lot of people to get through, so really appreciate that. And yeah, thanks, Jimsy. Nice to get to meet you on stream. So.
Take care.
All right, see you. All right, so that's Gemsy. Thank you so much for being such a good sport and being our guinea pig. Let's go ahead and get one more of these done before we get into game here. Get to know some of
Give
these
a
people.
spin.
Orcas. All right. Let's go ahead and bring Orcas on in.
All right. Yoink.
Welcome,
All
right.
welcome to the broadcast.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, glad to have you. So, yeah, we'll start basic, right? What's your rank
Yeah.
and role?
I'm gold 1, and I play mainly top.
Fantastic. And what would you say your your main 3 champs are in top lane?
Garen, Alawi, Gragas right now.
Okay, great. Yeah, so both you and Gemsy have Gragas. That's cool.
Yeah, he's fun.
How long have you been playing League of Legends?
I want to say since like season 7, but I'm not super sure.
Okay, I think yeah, that
Yeah,
was back the Kaisa Zaya meta, right? Like it was super popular.
It was right after the best season.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I remember like old Urgot, like before you got reworked.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, he was like a Zeg
Yeah,
counter.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, yeah, the swap ult, which was always funny.
Bless.
I remember the freaking Bjergsen played him into Zed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which
So-
role do you think has the largest impact in the mid game?
In the mid game, I think either support or mid lane, just because they have the option to roam like super heavily.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
pretty much
yeah,
it.
that's a good answer. If a game lasts 30 minutes, how many kills? Ideally, how many kills are there in the game?
20, but most of my games go up into like the 50s. So, yeah, you know,
Man, 50's a lot.
it is.
Yeah, 20. Slow it down a little bit. Not quite. We're under 1 kill a minute. Not too crazy.
Yeah, I like nice stable games where I can like go into side lane.
Yeah, actually
Alright.
scale. Yeah, there's not too much gold in the game or anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you could delete one champ from the game, which champ would it be?
It's easy, Darius.
Oh, really?
You won't-
Okay.
Yeah, you won't see me playing against that guy.
Axe that guy.
And then, yeah, what's something that you enjoy doing outside of League of Legends?
I like playing tabletop RPGs, so like D&D, Cyberpunk, Warhammer 40k, all that stuff.
Super
Super
cool.
fun.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people. I know. Jason and I have played D&D together before, so I'm pretty sure there are quite a few people who play D&D in the server. So have some
I
like-minded
know.
people in here.
I know a guy where you can get miniatures from.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I got hit up Jumpsy.
What's,
Also,
something
plumbing
you-
problem.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's something you want the LCC to know about you for the upcoming year?
I will run it down, but that doesn't mean that we won't win. You know what I mean? I'm here
Feels
to
like
win.
Matt's back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'll
Awesome.
bring it back
pressure.
more and more, cause
Awesome. Oh yeah, I guess that was kind of a special question for you. What do you want me to call you on broadcast? Do you want to be Save? Do you want to be Orcas? What do you?
I mean, I would prefer my full name, but obviously, if you don't want to do that, that's okay. Orcas is totally fine.
Okay. Yeah, we
Yeah.
we do have like people with
Yeah,
kids
no, I
and their
get it.
kids watch, so try and keep it PG. So.
Totally understand. All cool.
Last to the stage before joining the LCC had a very different name. You can ask him what it was.
That's true. Alrighty. So, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep
Appreciate
it
it, guys.
rolling tonight, and welcome to the league, man. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. See you guys.
Awesome. See you. Okay, perfect. Jason, that's 2. Should we get one more in, or should we get this game on the road? I haven't been. I need to be invited to your custom. So I guess while you.
Yep. I think let's get one more in, and I'll start putting the lobby together.
Okay, perfect. All right, we've got Fork. Awesome. Let's bring him in. Hey, Fork, welcome to the LCC
Hello.
broadcast.
Hello.
Happy to have you here. Yeah, it's excited to have you. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, chilling.
Awesome. We're really excited to have 10 rookies is a big deal for us. So we're really happy to get to know you guys. It's
Great to get fresh blood in.
we'll start with the same basic questions, right? What's your rank and roll?
Gold 2, and I kind of play a little bit of everything, but been climbing with mid.
Okay, so mostly mid, kind of fill everywhere around and kind of make gold. Okay, awesome. What have you
Yeah.
like? What are your top 3 champs?
Vex, Akshan, and Pantheon.
Vex, Akshan, and Pantheon. Okay, very cool. Akshan is gonna be exciting, Jason. That'll be exciting for the league, right?
Yep. Simon, watch out. I got another one.
How long have you been playing League of Legends?
Probably near the end of season 4, start of season 5.
4 or 5. Okay, so do you remember when they redid the map? When they changed the the visual rework? Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool. All right, awesome. What role in League of Legends has the largest impact in the mid game?
Uh, Probably mid jungle. A fed jungle that just runs everywhere is kind of devastating. Same with mid. They just have that roam potential when they're in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Mid jungle. I think that's an answer that makes a ton of sense. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
mid jungle's powerful duo.
if a game lasts 30 minutes, about how many kills ideally are there in the game?
Probably like 30 to 40.
Okay, so like about 1 a minute, maybe a little bit more, depending on if
Yeah,
you have like a big, Baron ace or something like that, right? Um,
yeah.
okay, cool. If you could delete one champ from the game, which champion would you choose?
Probably Lux. Not gonna lie.
Lux? Dude, same. Lux is my
Yeah.
permaban. I
Yeah, that's my permaban, and I just don't like playing against
I
it.
feel like Lux
Nah,
is
he's just scared. She's just got little lights.
dude,
It's
Lux is the one
fine.
champ that it
It's
makes
fine.
silvers look gold, dude. I'm telling you. It's um Fork, what's something that you enjoy doing outside of League of Legends?
I used to work on cars, but besides that, just art.
Nice, like classic cars or modern?
No, just like getting a project car, kind of like messing around, trying to put things together, figuring it out
Super cool.
myself
Okay.
before I like look up the book of how to put it together.
Right, cool. And then Jason, sorry, I didn't let you ask any questions. You go ahead, ask them.
No, you're fine. I was trying to get these rookies to send me friend requests. If you haven't, go ahead and send me friend requests. I want to get the lobby put together. I've got 5 people in here right now, so I'm looking for 5 more. Go ahead and get in here when you get a chance. What's something you want the LCC to know about you for this upcoming year?
I mean, it's my first time in here, right? So
Yeah, welcome.
I hope I have some good first impressions.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really excited to to get to know you. Thank you for coming on and doing an interview. And if we don't end up on the same team, then I'm sure that we'll I'll see you around in the Discord and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and get our games organized, and then get you guys in a game here with our first game, which is Call Your Shot. So I'll let you go. Perfect. And let's see. Who are we missing?
Fork.
Oh, we need Fork. We need his.
That's the last one. I think I should have him.
Boom.
All right.
Bada
And
bing.
then can you help me get them organized? Can you call
Yeah,
them how they should be?
absolutely. So on team 1 is gonna be, and we're just gonna do.
Working on it.
Yeah.
Hey, LCC. We're just gonna finish getting the lobby together. We got our 3 interviews out. I would say applaud, but there's no live audience in the studio today. Unfortunately, we've had to shut it down. Too many people. I got a cat up there. The cats come for free in the stream. I've got lots of those to come hang out in my lap as we play the games. We're trying to put this together, working on getting the order. What's everybody excited for the next season? We got season 3 starting soon. Tonight, we're going to see the new rookies. We got 10 new players for you to highlight. We have 30 new players registered for the season. We're going to have 6 teams, so we're going to have a slightly shorter season than we had originally anticipated. But I think that's going to be all right. It's going to be a little tighter. We're going to have 3-hour blocks for streaming, so we'll end a little earlier. We're going to end at 10 instead of 11 p.m. That's a nice benefit. So fewer teams. We didn't expand to 8 and said we're back down to 6. But there's no bye weeks. I think it's going to be a tight schedule. Can't wait to see all the failed Akshan fights. Yeah, I think fights at Otacon are going to be spicy, and we're going to see a lot of decision making out of these teams because these objectives, they come back to back to back now. there's not a lot of downtime if you're trying to rotate around the map and pick these up. There's still the option of trading and like using pressure around different sides of the map if you're a scaling team, picking your battles, making sure you put your strength where you need it to scale into the late game. But yeah, it's going to be exciting seeing this new season. I haven't played that much, and like Otacon, I haven't had that many Otacon fights. I've had hundreds. I've probably had over 1,000 Baron fights in my life, but I've had like less than a dozen Otacon fights. And he's super important, and I can't tell. I don't ever remember which one's which. There's so many changes. It's gonna be wild.
I think, yeah, in a lot of ways, you know, I was explaining that it's really it is full on a warm up. We are in a warm up. Nothing is really guaranteed here. So this could go a lot of ways, and we're just gonna have to work on our work on our broadcast. We're gonna have to work on tracking all the different objective timers that there are now. We're gonna have to work on, you know, figuring out which which is which, right?
Yeah. So
So-
all the usual touch points are all up in the air. Things have changed so much. Gets on base, still the best team, no matter if it's gone. Rip gets on base. Rip all the teams. This season we got new teams. The old IP is dead. Gets on base only had one season. Everybody else at least had 2 seasons. But I know well what it's like to have your favorite team just fall apart and get cut. So it stinks, but it'll be fun. We're gonna have new teams. It's a new draft. Everybody's gonna have a good time. Season 3 is here, and it's exciting. We got so many people back in the server as the new year started, and we started approaching the league. There's, oh my goodness, yeah, we got people filtering down into their channels. Beautiful.
Everything is getting set up, guys. So we're about to have the call your shot. Things are about to get set up here. It's looking pretty good, to be honest. We've maneuvered everybody into their different roles. It looks like we're pretty close in terms of being set up here. Jason, any like takes on our rookies tonight? Anything so far? I think the interviews, you know, I think they're actually some personalities coming through. I'm pretty impressed with these guys, to be honest, just off the bat.
Yeah, I like I told you I was a little concerned about getting the questions getting stale if we were going to ask the same questions every time, but I love that we're getting different answers, different takes, even on questions that you think wouldn't have too many different takes on them. Like who's the most impactful? We've had not a single duplicate answer yet. And we're getting in here to the blind pick. The game has started. Everybody guess what you think they might pick. This is the call your shot. It's fully blind pick. We're just going to load into the rift and let them go. But it's going to be exciting. Ooh, we got some picks coming out here. I'm personally excited for Karpusky. He is a personal friend of mine. We work together, and I'm excited to see what he can bring out today. And all the other rookies. It's fun that we have just the right setup to be able to run them in a match just against the other rookies.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
some of these have
I
been members
can't
of the
believe we
community
had
for a
10
while.
and it worked out so well in terms of the numbers.
Oh, it's great because we didn't have to do extra work. I love that. But some of these people have been members of the community for a while. We've seen them in the Discord. We've seen them playing games. Some are much less known factors. Karpusky, we have not seen very much. Has not played in the LCC. I haven't seen him in the server. He's been doing his own thing. We have. Oh man, it stinks when we're in blind pick. I can't see. But even as a spectator, I just see the enemy. I can't see their names on there,
Oh,
which is annoying.
yeah, but we know who.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just look over here. Cesar, I think we've seen him in the server a little bit. Oreganon is a new newcomer. I think who recruited Spike? Was it Clum?
Yeah, Spike and Inku, who are they're playing mid jungle here, and really
That could be
interesting.
one to watch for.
I mean, I think we should definitely take a look at the jungle picks here because we have a Riven and an Orange jungle. So
Yeah. I was waiting for the lock-in to comment on anybody, but this is what we've got. This is from top
I mean,
to bottom.
this is
These
what we
are
wanted when
in
we
the
s-
right roles.
when we said pick,
This is fun.
you know, call your shot, right? We wanted to see what they
I
would
love
pick, and this is what we've got. So
Genzi told us in his interview, we had him very first, and he said, "I'm here for fun. I'm like, I want to win, but don't pick me if you're going to be too try hard and like sweaty about it." Seemed to be the vibe that I got from him. He can correct me if that's not the case. But Riven Jungle coming out here. We're going to look for a lot of Riven those third Qs over the walls. And I don't know. I think Riven doesn't have a great time into Orc Jungle. I've never seen this matchup, so I'm trying to just simulate it in my head. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that really, when it comes to Riven into Orange Jungle, here's the thing. I think Ornn is gonna have the like late game gank setup. I think Riven is gonna maybe be able to get there. Misfortune has a slow, Ari has a charm, and Cho'Gath has a knockup. So there is a lot of setup for the gank. Versus Ornn kind of has a lot to do on his own. Ezreal, Vel'Koz, they're so long distance, it's very hard to set up ganks. Syndra, very much about pushing away, not bringing back. Right? It's not the same as like a Talia or a gold card or something. So
Yeah.
Ornn might have a little bit more to do, but I do like the QE combo. Especially in a longer lane, like if I was this Cho'Gath, I would kind of probably be looking to abuse this Cho'Gath early on. One thing I wanted to mention is we gave all these guys a chance to just like pick their champ, right? They could choose whoever they wanted. I'm a little surprised that the Teemo one trick with 2 million mastery Teemo points didn't pick Teemo. Let's talk about that. I thought for sure we'd be seeing a Teemo.
He's grown as a player. Let's start there. That's all I've got. We've never played together, but he's absolutely a one-trick Teemo. But he's been picking up Cho'Gath, a man after my own heart. I dearly love Cho'Gath, Mr. Nomsky himself. I think red side Ornn is the only initiator that can really serve to get things started, except for picks from the Syndra and Vel'Koz. And I think we're loading into the Rift. Ooh, I'm excited. This is the first game of the season, Ian. I know it's not the official start, but it's the kickoff.
No, I'm pumped. I'm
And it's
here for
here.
it. We are here.
Warm up your spectator fingers, Mr. Spectator.
Yeah, that's right. Assuming the game loads in.
Looks great. Gonna be fine. All right, everybody, make sure you get your subscriptions in now. If you don't want to get any ads during the game, go ahead and subscribe to twitch.tv/jagshockey. There's also a donation link at the bottom. I'm here to sell out so Ian doesn't have to.
Thank you.
Let's check out the skin game. This is everybody's call their shots. The skin should be strong. Frosted Ezreal, definitely the cheapest skin on the board. Rain Shepherd Melio, one of my favorite skins in the game. Just so good. Gentleman Cho'Gath, 100% a classic. Man, yeah, not a really weak skin on the lineup. I'd like to see it. Curious to see how the chromas come through.
Let's look at mastery
Welcome
points.
to the LCC.
I mean, it's call your shot, so we got to take a look at the mastery points here,
oh,
right?
yeah.
74.
74?
Look at this. Gemsy's got almost 1 million on Riven. This is what it's all about, guys. These are the champs that these guys play. So I'm very excited here.
These are the bands they're hoping to pull.
Yep, absolutely.
You mentioned how many mastery points on Teemo? 4 mil, and he's got level 42 Cho'Gath, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Diggity.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of mastery. I'll tell you what.
And also Gentleman Cho'Gath, which is, I mean, probably the best skin, right? And you gotta imagine that
It's pretty up there. It's top tier, 100%.
in a situation like this, all of these players getting to play their favorite champ with probably their favorite skin. This is how they, unable to download spectator data, the game will now exit.
Hate that.
Quick
Reconnect.
reconnect. See how this goes.
Reconnect instant. We're fine. We are fine.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out, guys.
Everybody stay calm. This is not like Samira's not in the game.
Did you get the same thing, Jason?
Oh, 100%. I got the exact same thing.
Okay.
But it's fine. Samira is not in this game, Ian. Fine.
That's right. I'm gonna be a little skeptical until it hits anything above 0%, because it's just sitting at 0%.
You shut your mouth.
Me so excited for LCC. Misfortune, yeah, it's here. Guys, if you, I see Boxy found it. But if you want to use the limited edition, oh,
We're
here.
in. We're in. It's fine. I told you it's fine. All right.
I'm fast
Get
forwarding.
this hammer unlocked.
Okay, I'm live. Okay, here we are. Boom.
Here we
It's game
are,
time.
baby. Welcome to the LCC.
All right. All right.
Kickoff time. Where do you want to focus? Let's start. Is our featured matchup
Really
the Jungle
quick,
Duo?
if you
The
want to
Jungle Mid
use your
Duo?
limited edition, only 2 more streams left to use this these emotes. The emotes from last season, the gets on base emotes, the hospitalized emotes, all of the emotes for the teams from season 2 are still available now to subscribers and followers, but they will be going away shortly. As we bring in the new emotes, so get them now. There's the legal liquor. There's the hospitalized. I see them in chat now. That's awesome.
Hospitalized last season 2 champs. We got wards coming out.
Okay.
Spotted by Orcus has been pinged. We have a ward, late ward, right around a minute on the Raptors that will catch the jungle Riven clear. So not going to have any surprise ganks coming from there. And I think that's going to be really crucial to the Riven.
One thing to mention here, as they are going to see on a ward, I need to put the names back on. It's
You do.
interface.
I think it should be L, Control L.
Control L.
Or just L. I don't know. You can do the interface. Just go there. Because if you followed my instructions previously, I told you to unbind that keybind because there's pointless.
I just want to turn their names. Okay, got it.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, so we do have 3 mid laners playing in this series: Minty, Fork, and Spike. So we see Fork playing bot in game 1, and then Fork will play mid in game 2. That's just one thing I do want to mention here. But yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so give them some grace on playing their off role for this game.
I mean, it looks like Dan is kind of playing back behind this misfortune here, as Crispy and Reganin are gonna hit level 2 first. Nice snipes coming in as a subscription. Thank you, Misa, for the subscription. Fork is trying to trade out here, but a lot of damage. And Reganin.
Yeah, as you mentioned, hitting that level 2, they really can't win that trade at that point. So choosing to take any extended fights instead of just backing off and waiting for level 2, not ideal for them. There's another shot coming in from Reganin. Reganin also playing on, I assume, higher ping, connecting from the United Kingdoms. Yeah, somewhere over there.
It's a good question. I mean, one of the things I do want to point out is that Orcus, with this additional move speed on Garen, able to really navigate these ruptures, has not been hit by a rupture yet topside, and Karpusky is still holding relatively even here. It is drawing into him, and we see Gemzy pathing topside. So Inku and Gemzy both have their eyes set on top as both these top laners continue to trade into one another. I wouldn't be surprised to see our first gank of the game go down top as both of our junglers path that way.
Yeah, but I think both teams should be aware. They should have knowledge that the junglers are going to collapse onto the top side. Riven clearing slightly slower than Ornn. We're going to attribute that likely to the brittle procs and his higher AoE
mind
damage.
Game played there. He dodged down into it, and Karpusky's done a very good job to hold the wave there. I think really Orcas wanted to push that in, and
a well-timed ward, knowing that Riven's on their way. Gemzy adapting their path after blue buff to pick up the scuttle, and so they're not going. They're much less likely to run into Ornn here. Inku going to discover that now. Instead of backing, just going to build his item. So that's the nice benefit of Ornn. You get to build your item before you gank top. Cloth armor coming in. Karpusky on the run.
Yeah, I mean, the rupture here onto Ornn is going to land. The knockup still does hit the brittle proc. He has to flash out. Gemzy is here to try and land some damage. The Q3 knockup will land as another rupture comes through, but they do decide to just back off as another subscription comes through. Thank you, guys. We're popping off here.
Running. Oh, I like to call it. The ghost came out from Inku there.
Thank
but
you.
We do have a summoner spellbook on the Ornn. I love that. This is such a flexible pick, the Ornn jungle. He's not the strongest jungler in the game, but he can build his own items, and he comes with his own summoner spellbook. Thank you so much for the subscription.
It's one-man army. This Ornn is literally a one-man army.
I'm so tickled by these junglers.
Let's go back to talking about bot lane, because Fork and Dan have managed to buy a brief respite. It looks like Crispy and Oreganon had a nice early lead with the Ezreal Vel'Koz early poke, but they're going to be able to buy a reset here. Let's check out what's going on mid as Spike is continuing to push in Minty here. Minty still pretty close to even on CS, but definitely down on resources as the health bar is just above 300 here.
Mid lane CS falling slightly behind, but really the health bars are the telling thing, and Minty is going to tick to level 6 off this creep wave, but look for the reset. Teleport available. Spike trying to hold the creep wave, but I think they're going to get the reset off. They will. And Spike going to now push in. We'll see if Minty uses their teleport, as we may have some action on the bot side as both junglers are trying to clear. Again, Ornn teasing his way in, going to pick up the second scuttle.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I would
no action
like,
yet to come out.
I think we could talk about clear speed with Ornn, but it's also compared to a Riven, so I feel like the jungle timings are just really odd this game, and that's creating these, they're just missing each other,
Inku
right?
starting Dragon proc, no vision on it, but Gemzy does appear to be sniffing around there. He's going to spot it. And we've got a teleport coming in the mid lane. We've got 4 people from both teams on the bot side of the map. Gemzy stands alone against 3 at the moment in the river. His team beginning to rotate over.
Yeah, he's the only one here, though, and he is going to get knocked down as First Blood goes over to... What did we decide Red Team was going to be? The Sparks or the...
Red team is the Acathian Rain.
The Acathian Rain. So the Acathian Rain...
Today is the Ionian Sparks on the blue side versus the Acathian Rain on the red side. As Inku smites down Dragon. Gemzy trying to get fancy with it, but he's only level 5, doesn't have any core items yet. And he gets burst down by 4 from the other team, not able to rally his team towards him.
Yeah,
in
it
the
just
river.
looked like Spike, had a little bit of agency mid, and Crispy and Oreganon had the same thing bot. So Genzi just a little bit off. Nice double tap there from Fork as another, oh my gosh, another gifted.
Am I slightly ahead of you?
Are you? I'm at 706,
I'm live.
707.
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
double checking. Yeah, we actually saw a teleport out there from Spike. I think blue side just wasn't on the same page
I mean,
for the rotation.
this
over.
could be an all-in. They're both at
Engaged.
level 5. They're one level 6 to happen. Crispy has to flash out. They flash forward. It's a kill for the Sparks. Yeah, that's right.
Sparks. Yep, and I like this positioning from Dan to kick Oreganon back into the lane. We're looking for the chase down.
Yeah,
He's got the move speed, but
doesn't
the
have
burst
anything
down.
left.
He's out of mana.
Nice. So it
One more auto will
just
take it.
straight up the outplay bot side there. Really nice aggressive flash forward onto Crispy, and they will catch him.
Rushing
Gemzy
now
again
on the
here
Gemzy at the
on the rotation, and that's a flash ultimate from Spike to go down. Minty is going to use the Spirit Rush out just to simply evade the Ornn ultimate, the Call to Forge God, and so at the end of the day, it is a 2-for-1. We're sitting at 2-2. Very close on gold here, and neither team has the first thing yet. That's a flash shot. It's a solo kill.
Oh, great solo bolo!
What a kill!
Using the last seconds of his Spirit Rush, flash forward for the charm, and then the kill onto Spike. Great turnaround there in the mid lane. That's going to recover some momentum from them. Gemzy needs that assistance from mid lane to make these objective fights work. Otherwise, Inku's just rolling to these and getting his team to walk over, and they're just taking these objectives for free. Gemzy needs some backup on his team. Dan may need to also roam up as we see Oreganon move to the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, I will say Oreganon still level 6, right? The last one to not get ultimate so far. But we do have a couple big ultimates that are on the table here. As the E will go down, it'll be Arcane shifted out. It's Crispy.
Yeah, Oreganon moving back down to the
1-on-2
bot
here.
side. Let's check in on the gold totals. We've got definitely a tank Cho'Gath coming out. Started with the Doran's Ring, but moving full into the tank build. Gold, or CS, virtually even for top and jungle, although 2 assists and 2 deaths in the jungle. Gold lead now for Minty after his pickup, and he has a CS lead. Bot lane, is this even? Man, this game's still almost entirely even. 400 gold lead for the Sparks, which is surprising considering they've lost those 2 objective fights. They're down 3 grubs and a dragon, but they are up slightly in gold.
Yeah, very, very close as we're going to see the Cozy Campfire go down. Doesn't look quite so cozy when it's the rain skin. Look at that
Oh
double
my
up damage.
God!
Reganin takes 40% HP there on a single
That was brutal.
Q2 proc. That was crazy. So
That's that first strike double up. Did he crit? It felt like a crit. He must have killed the creep.
yeah, it's it auto
Okay,
crits.
yeah.
I
Jeez.
I also want to mention, Jason, how this kill mid lane has really changed the confidence level for Minty, and it's really changed the way that the lane is playing out now. Even though they were both able to pick up kills, just the confidence that Minty got off that, able to stand a lot further up in lane now. And we are going to see Inku maybe try and capitalize on this here, but he is going to walk over a ward, so he will just walk off of it.
Jonesy immediately moving over. Does not show himself on the mid vision though. So will remain in darkness for now. And top lane was going a lot of pressure in Orca's side, but now the wave pushing back and forth. The lane's completely even, and Karpusky holding the wave on his side, forcing Orcas to stay. He doesn't want to. He doesn't have his teleport. He doesn't want to give up too much CS. But he's not happy with where his health is at, as the long lane could allow Cho'Gath to run him down.
Jason, we're talking about how this is a warm-up for us. I've got a warm-up question. How do we tell who's got the feats? I mean, I know that they have 3 kills, so obviously they've got the kill feats. But how do we tell that?
Strong question.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to figure that out.
I don't really see it. I mean, obviously we see that 3 Void Grubs have been taken, and they have a dragon, so they have to be at 2 out of 3 on the objective tally.
Small indie company? I got nothing, dude.
It's difficult to see here, so we're gonna have to try and kind of work.
Sorry, the
with you guys.
Spectator was designed 10 years ago, so they forgot to put in the new season's updates. We have a lane game coming in for the top side. Gemsy trying to catch out Orcas on an overextension, but unable to. I'm pretty sure he showed up on Vision there. Spectator on feats is not updated yet. Yeah, this is a stinker. It is unfortunate. But we will do with what we got. Blue needs tower. Thank you, Tater, because I had not done as much research as I should have done. So appreciate you guys keeping us honest on those. As we see Dragon being picked up by the Acathian Rain.
So
Iku really rallying his team on these objectives.
The way the feats work, for those of us who are maybe new to this season, you need 2 of 3. And so what has happened now is the red team, the Acathian Rain, has just secured 3 objectives. So that is 1 feat secured. That's one of the 2 that they need. The Ionian Sparks have 3 kills, first to 3 kills. So they have one of the 2 that they need. So the final one is going to be whoever gets first tower will get the feats of strength, which is a small boots upgrade with Cassiopeia as an exception. Spike with a nice little scout of the week there, and
the ability to buy your tier 3 boots as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the only plate taken is top side, 1 plate down to Orcas. And do we have Grasp, so we may have Demolish available for Cho'Gath trying to push that down. Typically one of the side lanes drops first, unless we see a Herald. Inku has his ultimate
this is the
up.
second attempt at a lane gank down here, so bought a lot of time, and they are just going to go on this. Let's pay attention down here. Ultimates come through, but it looks like Dan and Fork will be able to get out as a gorgeous timed ulti, and a Reganin.
Oh, it almost kills a
just
Reganin.
barely escape, but there's really nothing else they can do as they flash forward, and Fork wanted to make a difference. Crispy will turn, and Inku and Crispy will capitalize on that. Fork was so close to making it count. The flash forward into 3 at the end. It is he who goes down, and it's 3 to 3.
I like 2 things about this. I love that energy to turn and just ult them, and then it's crazy energy to try to then run them down 1v3 and solo kill the low guy. Reganin with a force error into ulting backwards.
These rookies are
here. Inku
to
switches with Summoner Spellbook to teleport to the mid lane and is now going to try to contest these grubs. 2 grubs go down to the Ionian Sparks as Karpusky and Minty Bun engage in the top side. Orca's half HP. Charm lands.
I will say he is level 11 here, so he's got the biggest ulti, but I'm not sure he's going to get out.
You know, a 2v3, 3v3 with the Reganin joining. The last grub is available. Do we have Feast? Feast is still on cooldown, so we may see them just give up this grub.
Spike finds a really nice scout of the week again here. Some beautiful crowd control, and already chunking Minty out. Forced the Spirit Rush over the wall already. Look at Crispy now getting aggressive in the 1v1 now that Dan is not here. And at the end, it will be
up that passive, making use of that Triforce power spike.
Yeah, trying to do what he can, right?
Yeah.
It's 4-2 here, at dead even in gold. We got a close game, Jason.
Yeah. worried about Minty right here. I'm watching this because Unleashed Power is up, and Minty is definitely within kill range. He has his flash up, but no Spirit Rush. And he's ticked to level 11. Spike has got to be close to level 11, and when he ticks that, he could go for the all-in with his flash. So going to keep an eye on that. Crispy definitely playing aggressive, as you mentioned. He is up there pushed, trying to force that threat. Gemzy now on a flank. He has cleared vision. He knows there's nothing to see him. Spike could be in danger on the counter engage. As he misses a scatter of the week, flash forward from Gemzy. Flash away from Spike.
Yeah, I mean,
Usually
instant,
we will
instant
take a
respect
flash.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still, Gemzy unable to assist his team so far. We're talking about how difficult the Ribbon gank was going to be. Has not been able to find a killer assist yet. And slightly
It was a nice opening. He takes the flash, which could leave Mint up, could be sending Mint up for a kill later, like he found on his own.
Week is going to land straight into the Unleashed Power, and it's a solo bolo kill right back. So that's one for one.
What I was worried about.
Count these mid laners even as Spike picks up one of his own, and he's going to push. There's no plates here, but so he is going to get quite a bit of tower damage instead.
Yep, Inku immediately knows they have no prio mid. He's invading into the top side, stealing his blue buff away as Gemzy clears from bottom up. He's going to take him another minute before he realizes the blue is gone. And potentially a fight down your bot side. Not just going to be some poke as we have Inku pinging on the way to the top side.
Yes.
Otacon will spawn to the top side as well.
Yeah, we need to look top, and this is Karpusky finally. He might be in trouble for being too far out here. The early flash to try and get out. Orcas will land the Q after a long run. But he is going to get out
Picks
of
up
that
his
danger.
first steal. Says thank you very much. I love that tech, the rupture flash. Once the animation starts, you can then flash away and leave them so you can rupture immediately under yourself and then go for it. Happy to keep picking up these hard steel stacks. Love to see it as we have Inku again, objective to objective to objective. You know exactly where he's going to be as the Rift Herald is now half HP. Minty is alone but is trying to contest it.
Yeah, so
bringing Orcas down.
We've got a split of junglers here, and pings are going down on Gemzy as Inku and Orcas are going to start up this Rift Herald. Spike is here. Gemzy is late to this party, and so we'll have to see what the decision is.
The Rift Herald's going down
early. Yeah, it's already gone by the time that Gemzy arrives, so I's going to get picked up here, and just maybe a little out of place at the wrong time.
Yeah, we were playing around towards the dragon, but dragon just not up until the Herald is already gone. And unable to find a gank on the bot side. Herald down to the mid lane. This could be the charge to get the final proc as this tower is half HP. Not quite, but they're going to look for the finish.
And that will be it. So
and there we go.
And we heard the sound. So that is the feats of strength going over to the Acathian Rain. So yeah, and actually about 1,000k gold lead. Or, no, sorry, 1k, not 1,000k.
1,000 gold lead to Acathian Rain. Up 2 dragons. They have 4 grubs, 2 grubs picked up by the Ionian Sparks. They start up their 3rd dragon, and Herald just took down the mid lane for their feats of strength, and that's where we're at right now. This is going to be our first full-scale team fight, potentially, as we have Cho'Gath running over here. Orca's teleport is not available.
Yeah,
missing the Hex Gate.
And Karpusky's is, but he's instead, deciding to walk down here. Spike
Scout of the week not available. Karpusky looking for the engage, but will not commit. So we're gonna have both teams gonna have time to reset. Orca's looking for the push top. He's probably gonna get this tower. There's 4 void grubs. Okay, we're seeing a teleport. We're gonna have a 4v4 in the bot side.
Yeah, so
Orca's teleport's coming up in a few seconds. He could look to come match and secure their 3rd dragon.
Yeah, ping's going down here.
So indecision from Ionian Sparks could cost them here, as they've now teleported back up to the top side. Karpusky needs to make sure he keeps an eye on Orca. Don't let him but reset and teleport.
Yeah, and
Engage
stun is going
side.
to land onto Fork and Dan here as ultimates come out and they chain just about everything. As that will be, they were trying to go for the pinch. The Rain made a good decision and just chose one side, and so they will pick up the objective and 2 kills here on the split call.
I think we've all seen that happen in our games with a little bit less practice on communication. These players haven't played together before. We're trying to figure it out, and they split across 2 sides and get picked off with a 4-man commit to the bot side. The Ornn Horn lays down the tracks for them to run it down, and we've got 3,000 HP on the dragon. This one's going to be secured by the Acathian Rain. Mint picking up his CS mid. We're getting some resets in. Where are the opportunities we've got for the Ionian Sparks? We're seeing a lot of really nice drive from Inku, moving through the objectives, and his team following up, rotating with him. We have to assume, oh, engage mid. It's brutal.
Yeah, it looks like Inku and Spike
Spirit Rush
might
available,
catch
though.
another. He does have Spirit Rush, though, but he is slowed. A flash forward to land the double knockup, and Gemsy is in 1v2, but Minty is too low to be able to help now, and so he really just flashed suicided. He's, you know, he said, "Get down, Mr. President," and he went in there to save Minty, but he ends up taking one for the team.
Got a call in the chat from Minty that he lagged out. I think he may have lagged out in front of the tower there. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, Gemsy, I like the energy to defend, but at that point, Minty was out, so a little over aggressive. I think he's desperately trying to find some engage, and Minty has been strong, but yeah, if you lagged out, it's kind of hard to get the comms running.
Wow, look at
Oh
this.
my gosh,
Crispy
huge.
almost. That was just crazy Ezreal damage there.
I love the ult follow-up. That's a
And
great target.
honestly, that might have just bought the Catherine Rain a free Otacon.
Yeah, nice sidestep from Krapewski topside, making sure he doesn't get slowed, dodging the knockup. Fancy feet out.
Vel'Koz
But
just,
this Otacon,
it's so much damage that Vel'Koz gets to put out for free, basically, especially into a Cho'Gath. So I think that the Rain are going to go ahead and start this up. We'll see what they can do. They did force the resets off a lot. Karpusky does have, you know, the flash chomp here, so we could look for a feast.
he's gone for a reset, so he needs another 10 seconds to be back here. I need to see some pressure from the blue side as we have Crispy jump over the wall. Gemsy low HP,
Yes,
but he will survive.
Really aggressive arcane shift forward, and he's right in the face of these opponents with no arcane shift. He does still have flash, so flash is going to come in, and there's the chomp. You can't be that close. And
Teleport coming through. Both
And-
teams are going to have all 5 up here, but one already down.
Yeah, in 10 seconds because of the new teleport. And look at this. I mean, there's no feast here. Totally changed the way that this is going to work. Iku with a flash forward, but it's Spirit Rushed out. Great dodge there by Minty. Oregonian
TPing
has
behind
to
the
flash
fight
out. It's a
could be
TP back in. It's
a little too forward.
Orca's here. Orca's going to show up full. We haven't seen the Demacian Justice come down yet. And
There's
it
200
looks like
HP available between both the junglers. They're going to have to reset as Otacon goes back up to full HP. Fork low. Unleash power is available. Spike could find a pick here if anybody's caught out by the unleash power.
yeah, they just can't quite
Again, trying to find
find
it.
the engage, either team here. And to be honest, with flashes down, you know, with it's going to be pretty difficult now. I'm not sure how the Sparks are going to take this fight with no team fight flashes up. Crispy, he did die, but look, he's back. He's on the objective, and he still has flash. So,
We got Cho'Gath coming back out with Feast, but it is difficult to approach these guys. They've got a very strong Ezreal Vel'Koz duo, and the Scat of the Week just keeps you even further away. When they're already on the objective, it's hard to take them off of it.
yeah, they are coming in. Gemsy is here, so it is going to be a smite fight as they go for it. And it's stolen by Karpesky. Look at the triple summons over the wall. And it's a beautiful, and it's
The heart steals, the withdrawal.
it's the reset, so
they
they can
got
just take this
Otacon.
fight. They don't lose this. Crispy is going in, trying to deal as much damage as they possibly can. And so at the end of the day, it is going to be a one team fight, a 4-for-1. But Oregonian is down, and the rest of the, you know, all of the Ionian Sparks are just going to get a reset. What a steal by Karpusky. Great play there, and really creating a lot of chaos right at the end. Inku missing the smite when it mattered, you know, honestly, you know, when it mattered most. Crispy,
was,
you know, the great team
I think-
fighting at the end with Crispy and Spike, though. So,
Yeah.
just a lot to digest in that fight, Jason.
It was a long fight too, wasn't it? As Minty finds the charm on Inku, looking to reset. Fork is here. Crispy
Yeah,
low.
he's right
we've
back
seen
to
him be
it.
super aggressive. Oh,
And
but I
yeah-
think this is going to be a double kill pickup. Just make sure Fork doesn't die for it. And
And-
double kill pickup for Mint.
I can't believe it. The entire team goes back to Otacon for a third time. Otacon's not even there, and they still go for the team fight there. I cannot believe it. What is going on? It's
I think
about
on
time.
the team fight, that's how many people died? That's like 12 deaths.
It's
Not-
the only.
there's
It
so
spawned
many
at
deaths.
20 minutes. We're 4 minutes after that. It is the only thing that all 10 of these players have focused on for the past 4 straight minutes. It's absolute chaos happening, and also you can kind of feel that these players are wanting to show off. The tensions are a little high here. Minty has got a lot of pressure on
the
him.
team fight.
Yeah,
I think this is going
absolutely.
to be a very telling fight. Ionian Sparks here at the objective first, but they need to group up. I need to have them be together for this fight. We don't want to see them trying to take a fight split again. As we have, they got about 5 seconds to group up. As we got Mint on the bot side.
There
He's
are
gonna be
hex
late.
gates there, so they are going to get here though, and it's already Fork is down. Crispy shows up, and all 5 of them are going to be there as the lifeform disintegration gate ray from Oregonan is going to sear down. So that's 2.
Call me the
on the
prophet.
7
That was
sparks.
exactly 5 seconds. Only option here now is a flash.
Gemzy
Might steal
prepping
from
Q3 to
Gemzy.
come over, but a nice little
Oh,
Vel'Koz
knockback
knockback
by
is going to
Oregonan.
land.
Oh, huge damage out of Crispy, and Gemzy will go down. I think they're going to rotate over to this bear and try to pick it up
So
immediately.
aggressive. These blinks forward are just so aggressive from Crispy. He saw Fork flash in front of his face, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'll do that every 15 seconds." He is absolutely putting on a show. Both of these 80 carries giving us a game to watch.
Yeah, it's been an exciting one. We asked a lot of questions about how many kills would you like to have at 30 minutes. We're seeing what it looks like when you got 19 at the moment. I think we're going to have quite a few
we're
more.
just under 1 a minute, so we'll see. When we got to do interviews after this game. We'll see how it goes. Karpusky
Yeah, we've
trying
got
to
80
get
carry
in here.
matching to the bot side.
I mean,
And-
he's gonna try to get in, but he doesn't have flash.
Flash is
He
down.
does have chomp. A lot of knockups coming in. He's trying so hard. He's gonna chomp it. How did he get in?
He steals it!
I can't
Oh
believe
my
it.
god! It's a massacre!
Minty with a
For
beautiful
the
dash
weak
over the
will
wall.
connect. Minty's so low. Oh!
Dude, Crispy, man, his damage does not miss. So at the end of the
What an
day,
exciting fight.
a 3 for
Get a
1.
replay on that.
We end up. I believe we've got 2 on the side. Yeah, both Fork and Gemzy do have Baron, but geez, we're brawling it out here, guys.
Oh my goodness. Alright, we're at 30.
Chad is
We're at
stunned.
20.
Chad is absolutely stun locked right now.
Yeah, completely stun locked. Nothing to say. They're all in Freak's basement losing their mind right now. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh my goodness. The energy's high. We've got Soul on to the Cathian Rain. We've got Baron over to the Ionian Sparks. Who's got it still up? Fork.
Fork and Gemzy have it.
and
They
Gemzy.
were coming off respawn. That if they would have been at the fight.
Yeah, it was such a close fight. That could have gone the other way. It really could have.
One thing that we failed to mention with all of these other objectives is that the Cathian Rain have Dragon Soul. So
I just did that.
yeah, so
You little punk.
one thing I forgot to listen to. Yeah,
That's what I
so
thought.
2 people have Baron. Soul. This is gonna be. I guess we're still minutes away from Elder coming up, though. I do think that this game is gonna go to Elder, Jason.
Yeah, I think it seems like we're gonna have an Elder in this game. And man, think of all the effective gold it combined with the Ornn and the upgraded boots. There's a lot of gold just in these items that are not going to be completely clear just from looking at them. Can we see some items real quick for the teams? Do you
Yeah.
have it up.
Yep.
Yep. Pull that up and give the gold a look once you give them a chance to see the items. We're currently sitting at 43.5k versus 47k. Blue team, red team. So not too terribly far away. We're 28 minutes in. The 3k gold difference, not that big. But the effective item gold is going to be huge for this Dragon Soul on the Cathian Rain. Orca's sitting right in the shadows trying to pick off Mint in the bot
Yeah,
side.
this. I mean, this is the part of the game where Garen in the side lane is. There's not like Minty has to answer it, and it's very tricky for this Ahri to answer it without blowing her ultimate. And Ahri really needs her ultimate in these team fights. So Minty wants to hit 16 here. And you can see, I will say, Jason, they've got the lane assignments correct. I think putting Ahri against the Garen is the right lane assignment. So we'll just see the way that these teams continue to manipulate the map in their favor. And really what happens here, it's only... one thing to mention is that it feels very close, but the blue team here, our Ionian Sparks, have yet to take a tower. So there is quite a bit of tower gold on the map, and if they're able to knock 1 or 2 towers down, we could see this 4k gold lead swing back really quickly.
Yeah, especially if they're able to give it over to it. They can either give it to one person in particular, try to buff them up. Gemsy with the flank move.
Yep, flash is
Karpewski,
over. Look at how squishy he is though. Karpusky is here gonna try and finish it off, and they will get the chomp down onto Spike. So that's 1-for-1 as Gemsy drops as well. I think at the end of the day, the 0-4 going down versus the 3-1 giving over a shutdown. I think that is a small win. And it maybe buys them a bit of time, but
I think when you're behind, you're almost always happy to trade kills. That's totally fine for Gemsy. He wasn't the only opportunity cost for him is not being able to farm his jungle, but honestly, it's difficult to farm your jungle right now anyway, unless you have your team in that side of the map to back you up.
that is Karpusky's 10th stack on Cho'Gath, by the way, something that we should probably start paying attention to.
520 stacks of Heartsteel is what I want to look at.
Yeah.
He has been farming that thing.
At the same time, though,
as
we
Heartsteel's
just
been
saw...
moved back to being more of a max health tank item, Cho'Gath's loving it.
Yep.
What were you gonna say?
At the same time, we saw Inku just build the first ornament as the upgraded Infinity, or the upgraded Triforce Trinity Force Masterwork is now completed. So they've got the boots and they've got the ornaments. They definitely have the item advantage here on the
Oh my
Academy.
god, look at
Ring.
this Darren move speed. Let's check in on Orca. How fast is this guy? 440 move speed, man. Good lord, that's not even with his Q active.
So the setup for the Elder Dragon is going down. You can see the Acathian Rain have much preferred setup here. Orcus is going to walk in and face check here. Silence on Karpusky, and they are going to try and find a little bit of damage onto this Garen. But this might not be the fight that Karpusky and Gemsy wanted, as Gemsy pretty much instantly drops a really nice ulti over the wall from Fork. As all of a sudden it starts to get really scrappy. Crispy, Arcane shifting forward, Karpusky and Fork, the only two left. Dan just now joining his
He just
team.
stopped chasing.
And
I
it's a
think
2 for 2.
They're happy to take that, I'm pretty sure. Fork, an incredible bullet time over the wall, really holding his team together there with the frontline Cho'Gath. And I like that play out of Ionian Sparks, playing in the darkness. They're staying together. They know that Elder Dragon is an important objective. They're trying to control their bottom jungle, and they're able to defend the invade. But we have damage going down on this Elder. It's already a quarter HP gone. We're trying to rotate over. Only 3 available for both teams. Karpewski is there.
Surely
Dragon half
Karpusky,
HP.
surely he can't get another steal, right? I mean,
What a crazy thing for you to say.
They have to find a way to stop him from walking in, and so what they're going to do is they're just going to stop the objective, because what they need to do is team fight first, and they finally figured this out, and they are going to go in. It's the scout of the week onto Karpusky, and they are just going to burn down the Cho'Gath, and a chomp right at the end nearly kills Inku, by the way. And so Karpusky will finally drop. And now that there's no threat of this Cho'Gath feasting their Elder away from them, they will simply start the objective now. There is still a chance.
I may admit it's going to be tough for him to steal it now.
I mean, there is
Scout of
still
the week into the enemy jungle.
Gemsy over the wall could be the steal. And I guess they just want to play this safe and smart. But what this is going to do, Karpusky respawns in 20 seconds here. Ulti's going to go down. Dan is hit by the Call to Forge God, but it's a bullet time that catches Reganon out, and so it's the Acathian Rain looking for a pick, but one of their own goes down. They have overchased. They've stepped too far, Jason, and now their tempo's going to be completely off. Karpusky's up in 5 seconds, and it could be the Ionian Sparks that actually have the advantage here.
I'm not sure I love using the bullet time at 33 minutes into the game for 1 kill, but on the other hand, they have pushed them back off this Elder Dragon. They're going to get a bit of time to breathe, to reset. Elder Dragon's still on the map. Both teams are going to be very aware of that, as we have a big wave pushing into the top side. And a catch out on the Gemsy potentially, but that's going to be Unleashed Power, saved by Dan.
That was
nice
very
save from the
close.
fire.
Yep, really good shields from Dan there, just in time. Didn't end up blowing his own ultimate, so believed that his shield and the cozy campfire would be enough.
As we see the Acathian Rain now reconvening at the Elder Dragon, we've got 3 in the area. Karpewski could be caught out here. We have pings down onto him as he moves into the alcove. We're gonna have 3 collapsing onto him. Teleport is available for Minty, but it'll be a 2v3 at best, as we may be losing our Cho'Gath.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is.
Crispy's damage is gonna be big, even though he's a tanky boy.
Yeah, I'm not convinced
His
that they're going to be
team
able
not
to
even
do
moving
much.
over here.
Spike ends up picking that kill. The Demacian Justice just narrowly not being able to secure it. Dan, there's so many wards here to pick up. It's so annoying now that they've got 4 instead of 3. It takes that much longer. And so this could be...
Looking like a true support.
Yeah, it is.
It's a half HP Elder Dragon. We were moving over here, but we're down to Shogath. We had got our smite up, but this is a dangerous fight. There's a lot of damage. Unleashed power is still down.
They're just gonna go for it, and it's stolen! Fork steals it over the wall! Minty on the side is in with a Spirit Rush! And the Spark are gonna go for it! It's gonna be a clean ace! As they push through, it's a quadra kill for Minty! Oh, what a play coming up from the Sparks! What a play!
Oh my god. What a play! I don't even know what to say. Wow, the Ionian Sparks, they're down soul. They're down. They're even in gold now. And like you mentioned, they're going to pick up this tower gold. Ideally, they can pick up the top one. There's pings down on the Baron. They're trying to take it. They've got the feast for the secure. They've got plenty of time. I think it's going to be a little bit before they get here. And I think Fork should have the damage to DPS this down. It's half HP Baron. What a turnaround. Can we, like, summarize? I mean, what a play. Gemsy with the jump over the wall, the bullet time at the same time.
Flashed over, got a stun off, and he's just causing chaos in the pit. At the same time, the bullet time coming over the wall.
Another snack for Cho'Gath.
And they just did it all based on timing. I really think that maybe some vision like needed to be set up, or they need to fight for vision a little bit better, but at the end of the day, it was a smite fight.
At the end.
At the end of the day, it was a smite fight, and neither jungler picked it up. It wasn't Gemsy, and it wasn't Inku. So, you know, we'll definitely want to take a look at the smites later on. But Fork coming up clutch here for his team, and puts him right back. I don't know if I'd say the driver's seat, because it is still Soul, and
Fork also is off-rolling this game, right? He's a mid laner?
He's traditionally a mid laner, yeah. So
it's great stuff coming out of him. And Manzel with the flank. Oh, what a team fight for the Ionian Sparks. And really turning this game on its head. We're back to completely even almost. There is still a very important soul that is taken. The soul, the feats, the ornaments, all of that is not showing on the scoreboard. So this gold advantage that we see for Ionian Sparks is not as big as it may appear. But taking on these towers, there's a lot of gold on the map. They can still turn this around as Orca's looking for a flank, and Spike trying to group. We have 5 on both teams in the mid lane trying to siege.
So one of the things about this game is that this composition for the Sparks is very difficult to engage. So that is going to be difficult, but it's a dash forward, and Minty will find a charm onto Spike, and now it's all out as another flash forward from Fork as he wants to put his team into the record books as the first rookie team to pick up a win in the showcase. And there's a gorgeous push here. Looks like the Sparks are going to shove in. They should be at least inhib. I don't know if they'll be able to get the game, but it's a knock up on a Crispy here. Gemsy maybe a little bit too far forward, as a charm will land onto Orcas. And now Karpusky out from his team. The Demacian Justice delivered by Orcas. Nice kill there.
Demacian Justice and the Disintegration Ray. So much true damage. Shogat's a scared man after that. So inhibitor down. They've gone from no towers to inhibitor down in the mid lane off of those plays. And I think the flash forward from Fork, I think the Elder Dragon fell off as he flashed because it did not apply to Vel'Koz and he would have died.
Man, that is crazy.
Because at the start of the fight, they had Minty applied Elder Dragon buff, and that's how they one-shot Spike. But then Regan managed to slink away, and I don't think Fork died with the Elder, so it must have timed out just before they engaged.
Barely. Wow, that is insane timing. Guys, this is game 1. 20-20. We've got an
Bell summed it up. Best game of the season
here.
so far.
Yeah, best game of the season so far.
I'm frozen. Are you frozen?
I'm not frozen. I'm good.
All right, then it'll catch up.
40, 41, 42. Just let me know. Looks like Minty's going for another kill here, as we'll find a charm onto Spike again. And I think this is 3 times in a row now where this Ahri is just able to dash in with Spirit Rush and find a pick. And so this Ahri is turning into a real big issue in this game. Spike is having a hard time just right here, right in this later portion of the game, especially after such a great
Well, I do
laning
believe, as
phase.
Mincy put it to us, this is he wanted to play mid lane this game. We talked to him so that he could get to play his only game of Ahri this season. So keep that in mind. That's what this is his most confident pick. This is what he wanted to show off. That's the same for everybody here.
It's the call your
I
shot
think
game, right? So
yeah.
yeah.
I think a lot of people have seen Gemsy play Riven and have a different kind of performance. They've also seen this performance, but it's just typically in a lane, not the jungle. I'm not sure if that is one of his practice jungle picks or he just wanted to show off his Riven skills.
Look at this Cho'Gath, dude. How much?
Yeah, he's
Almost
864
8,000 health
health.
on the Cho'Gath. What is going on? Oh my goodness.
He didn't even care about that Heartsteel stack. He let it walk away. Listen, I want to check out the move speed on Orcus again. 445 without using an ability. 524 now with his E. He's got Force of Nature as well, so that's going to stack up in a team fight, and his Stride Breaker will give him additional move speed, which I think is what I saw there. That is
Spike
so
looking
fast.
for some vision here. They actually don't have any deep vision if we look over at what they can actually see. They set up their ward line, but it's very defensive here. And on the side of the Sparks, they also cannot see much. So interesting little fight here. Not a ton of vision going down from either of these supports. We'll have to see where the battle lines end up being drawn as Crispy's trying to push forward, but the Sparks are putting a lot of pressure here. Spike is going to walk into this, and Minty's here alone, and that will be a scout of the week into instantly blown up. There was no gameplay option for him. and that's a huge, I mean, he wasn't able to push anything. He had Flash and he had Zanya's Hourglass. He just died instantly, Jason. There was no time for him to do anything once that, there's no vision in the bush.
Yeah, and that's yeah, they needed vision in that bush. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
As now we've got another 4v5 situation. Minty, one of the strongest members of the team, is down 13 kills on the Ahri, and we're staring down half HP dragon fight. Dan on the flank.
I still can't believe they're starting this though with Karpusky up. They do get a little knockback here, but he's not stunned. And just look at
Nice
this.
rupture.
And there goes the bullet time, and oh my gosh, Gemsy is going to be taken down as well, so that's
Stopped
2
by the Unleashed
already.
Power.
Spike does so much damage with a Storm Surge proc as well. And so that's already 2 down. Minty does have teleport and could be coming back, and I guess they're
This
winning
Cho'Gath is
chip trade.
invincible, though.
Yeah.
Like, if they stay behind the Cho'Gath, they look okay. As we have a TP coming out from Mint, he teleported quite far away. Needs another 5 seconds to get over here as an engage comes in.
Orcus isn't here either though, so it's a 4-on-4, and Minty could look to engage over the wall. A rupture just short, max range rupture looking for it, but
I think he should have engaged over the wall right there.
Orcus here. There's no bullet time here, and they are gonna go. So they do pick up one. It's 1-for-1 here as Spike will go down. Crispy trying to find damage on the side. A flash out, kind of diagonally in the fight.
Orca has arrived.
I mean, Dan here might.
Mincy, no Spirit Rush charges left. Crispy managed to survive on 1 HP at the end of that. If they had one more connection from Forks Autos or one more spell from Minty, he would have dropped, and this is a totally different landscape. But as it is, Melio and Ahri stand alone. Crispy tanking a ton of damage, getting even lower from this Elder Dragon as it resets again. We've got a lot of resets, and we have Gemsy back looking for another steal on this Elder Dragon to wrap this up. Mincy's going to have this ulti up in 15 seconds.
It's going to be a flash forward from Orcas, and this should be a kill. Oh my gosh! I can't believe he gets out, and I'm paused. Why am I
freeze here? What is this shit? Yeah, Doll, I see a Vel'Koz. You're going to see one right here. Dude, what's going to happen?
I
Do you think they're
paused at
frozen in game? Is it
43:01.
just us? Is it just us? I'm right there.
This
Ian, is he dead or not? Tell me right now. Is he dead or not?
I mean, he doesn't have anything burning on him, and that's the entire Vel'Koz ulti. I think he's gonna
He
get
lives?
out, but I also it's like it's gonna be too little, too late. Yeah. So wow, look at all that healing that came through. Yeah, I mean, like he does live, but his team he's gonna lose the game.
Yep. They needed to move from that, from saving him directly over the wall, and that was a little too tight. I don't think the Spirit Rush is back up quite yet. And this is very exciting, a very back and forth game. but Kathy and Rain is still in the driver's seat. These fights are much more direct for them. They get to the objective, and then it is hard to push them off of it. The team fight plan for Ionian Sparks is stand behind Shogat. That man is a giant wall. 972 health stacks on the art steal. How many feast stacks does he have? 11 feast stacks, but this Baron's going to drop. He's not going to pick up this 12th. And we have Elder Dragon and Baron buff now on a Kathy and Rain as they reset and look to end the game on this next push.
I mean, we're like fully level 18 except for the supports in this game. We've got all the ornaments on all the items. We've got all the max level boots on all the items. We're just about full build on everybody but the junglers and the supports. So it is, I mean, yeah, there's not much further for us to go here. 45 minutes in. Didn't they put Otacon in the game for games to end quicker, Jason? Isn't this supposed to be like the 28-minute game meta? Like, what is going on here?
I think it was supposed to end at the last Elder Dragon, Ian.
This is crazy. Just a crazy
But
fight.
they pulled a miracle play out, and now we're here, 45 minutes in. I love it. This is exciting.
But Jason, just before we get into our next team fight, what do you think about this format, the call your shot format? Has it been successful?
I think it's hard to call it anything but. What a double up coming out onto Spike. He was full HP there. That was this is 1100 damage double up. And as Crispy dodges over a rupture, he is not afraid to get in the thick of it. His supports move down to the bot side. We have both solo laners now alone in the mid lane. Is this a disconnect? What happened? Is this just me?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Is that 4507?
Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but I mean, you can see what I'm seeing, right? We got 3 to the bot side pushing for the Kathy and Rain. They're going to get that tower. Minty has slid over to the mid lane. If they can engage on these two, even with the Elder Dragon, they're going to pick up double kills on their solo laners, and then I think they can take the team fight to the rest of them. We may see this game stall out a little longer.
Yeah. I don't know what's
going on right now either. We shall see. Let's wait it out a little longer. This hubris is coming in big for Gen Z though, this game. In a lot of ways. It's got several definitions. As we've Spike, if they engage here though, there is a locket available for Spike in arm guard, so he can go golden replay diff. Yeah, doll. Samira's not in this game, so I'm pretty happy about that. We don't have to worry.
I can't believe this crap happens.
No,
Though.
excuse me. Yeah, it's you know, it's a small indie company. I can't expect too much from them. This is why they're taking away Hextech chests, because they're going to fix Spectator, right?
Yeah.
They need the revenue so they can fix my Spectator. They're going to fix this because I don't have I don't have chess. That's what's going to happen.
Fix.
All right, I guess we can cut the face cam if you want. I don't know what's going on.
We got a follow that came in. Thanks for the follow, guys. Yeah, thank you.
You the follow.
Real crispy. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, Crispy, if you're following us, do you want to tell us what's happening in the chat?
Well, we were enjoying the game.
Yeah, is the get
It just paused.
So I mean
Inku-
that tells me
Inku
the
with a
game may
follow?
be over if the people in the game are sending us follows.
Yeah, don't.
So
don't...
it sounds like disconnect did not happen. So we'll just don't tell us. We'll watch. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try pausing and unpausing. I'm gonna go back 15 seconds and then play and see if it gets past the hiccup.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that Minty and the and the Sparks were looking for a spark here, but then yeah, I don't know what happened. It's just like a weird DC from
It's just frozen.
Spectator.
This seems like a bug. I think we're just gonna have to call it here. We could pull it up we could download the replay, but we'll see the result.
Well,
what are you gonna do? Make the call.
I guess let's kick it over to our beautiful faces. And yeah, I don't know. Let's try and pull it up. I guess I'll leave. I'll exit game.
Yep. It's not going anywhere, so let's just make a call.
A great game though. A great game one. Like
incredible game. Disappointing finish because we can't see it, but
yeah, kind of insane.
I'm downloading it now.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't even it. That's not that game. I can't see it in the recent games.
I mean, I'm here.
Yeah, I don't have a replay Yeah, but I don't have a replay download button on the game at the
Yeah,
end
true.
screen. Well, let's ask. Let's go to let's start doing interviews, and we'll
That's
ask
true.
them to narrate how it happened at the end.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, let me go ahead and turn the
So let's go
interview
back to the
on.
wheel, and we'll see.
We got the wheel up, guys. Likely a bug due to the game finishing. Yeah, it definitely could have been. It hasn't happened for us in the past.
That's a new bug.
So hopefully it doesn't happen for us in the future. It was a really entertaining 45 minutes that we got to watch, and it's on about a 3-minute delay. So I'm guessing it went to about 48-ish minutes. So, yeah, should have been pretty interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, very weird. All right, let's go ahead and
Give her a
spin the
spin.
wheel. We bring it in for the next set of interview questions. Looks like it's gonna be Karpusky. All right,
All right.
pull him in, Jason. Snag him in here.
Yup. Trubisky, what's up?
What's up?
But yeah, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the LCC. You're on broadcast. Yeah, well, I guess we'll jump into the interview questions, but kind of just first gut reaction. How did the game go? And did you enjoy kind of getting to play with all the rookies? Playing in the LCC.
Yeah, it was great. It went decent. I mean, I tried to be the good teammate and be the tank. Probably went too tanky actually because they had a lot of true damage, and being super tanky is not building all the armor and MR isn't great when they have so much true damage. So I probably should have built more aggressive, but I just kind of wanted to play the good teammate in that game, and it went well though. I think it was still a lot of fun, and I stole
I think
a
a good
lot of
teammates
objectives.
steal objectives. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I stole a Baron. That felt pretty good.
Yeah,
you guys stole a Baron, you stole an Elder Dragon. It was a very exciting game to watch.
we were talking about how much health you had stacked up. It was definitely back and forth there for a while. But
Did you break 1,000 on the Hearthstone?
I think it was close. If I did not, it was
very close.
It was very, very close. If I did not.
For a lot of us, this is our first time getting to meet you. So we've got some kind of just standard questions here for you. Started off with the top. What is your rank and role? We saw you play top. So what is your rank?
So I mean, if you looked at me right now, technically I'm unranked. That's just because I don't tend to play a lot of ranked. But I would probably put myself, and I also haven't played in 6 months. I actually worked with Jason, and he pulled me in. So I'm probably around a plat level. I've peaked at Diamond 3 in Season 9 as a Teemo degenerate. I have about 1.8 million on Teemo, but I'm probably somewhere around plat Emerald would be my guess.
Okay, cool. So next we were gonna ask what are your top 3 champs, but we just saw the 600,000 mastery point Cho'Gath. So you've got a lot of Teemo mastery. Do you have a third champ that's got 500,000 plus mastery on it or something?
My third is Singed, so I tend to play champions. I guess Cho'Gath's not in this category, but I tend to play champions that just tilt the opponent as much as is humanly possible.
Typical
so,
top laner.
Yeah, Teemo, Singed, and I got really good at Singed for a while, but Singed is kind of weird because the better you get at Singed, the worse you get at everybody else. So try not to play him too much.
Awesome. So it sounds like you've been playing for a while, but how long have you been playing League?
Dude, I have no idea. Probably season 2 or 3 would be my guess.
Okay, yeah. For me, I remember who was on the home screen, right? I remember Zach and Lysandra. Those were the first 2 champs on the home screen for me. So yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was before that, so yeah, for sure.
Kind of a hypothetical question here. Which role in League has the largest impact on the mid game, in your opinion?
Probably support, and then support and jungle. Mid can definitely be really powerful as well, depending on who they're playing and the situation of the game. ADCs tend to not be strong until late, and then top is also pretty tough to be super impactful, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're just on your island up there, right? Like, you're just doing your thing. Yeah, awesome. Jason, you grab the last couple.
Yeah, if a game is going the last 30 minutes, ideally, how many kills are in the game?
Probably somewhere between 20 and 30. Slow game
It's
would
a
be
little less than
15, 20.
one kill a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we want some action, but nothing too crazy. Couple team fights before 30 minutes. We got a bunch of people dying. If you could delete one champ from the game, which champ would it be? I think for a lot of people, the answer would be Teemo. So I'm curious to see your take.
Teemo's not that bad, especially not now.
Yeah, people hate
Yumi.
him.
Yumi would be
Yumi.
my immediate pick.
Yes,
Not
based.
because
The people are on your side.
There is a right answer.
not,
and that was
it's
it.
not even because she's like the strongest champion. I just hate the concept of Yumi, so I would get rid of her immediately.
Yes, we have a Yumi haters fan club, so yeah, welcome. Excellent.
What's something you enjoy doing outside League of Legends?
I mean, I love going in. I mean, as much as I'm a nerdy gamer, I like going into nature. Me and my wife like to go hiking a lot. Yeah, I also like to work out. It's that nature. So
Awesome. Yeah, super
I
cool.
guess I'm weird like that.
Swole top laners, am I right?
Excellent. I wish.
What's something you want the LCC to know about you for this upcoming year?
Yeah, I mean, I try to play to win, but I like to have fun as well. I'm probably not as good as I was 6 months ago. And I've also played Tyler 1 before and beat him in lane with Teemo. So that was fun.
Nice.
I love that.
What are you playing?
He hated it. He played, he actually countered me. He played Olaf, but this was when I was at my peak.
Just built.
I knew exactly what to play against Olaf, so I 3-0'd him in lane. We lost the match because my bot lane got destroyed, but
you got to go back and
I
watch
went-
him rage on stream.
yeah, no, I literally had to pay $6 to watch the stream of me beating him, which was super
Paid
enjoyable.
him
actually.
to watch it.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, he won, right? Like he got $6 off me.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Welcome to the league, and we'll get you guys. You guys signed up for, ready to go for the next game. But thank you so much, and yeah, thanks for your time.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks,
catch and release.
All right, so that was Karpusky, I guess. Yeah, and
I should have. Hang on, I'm gonna grab him back. I grabbed Dan. Where'd he go? He moved at the last second. Hang on, I want to know. Is it Karpusky or Karpusky?
Yeah, everyone says Karpusky, but it's a play on my last name, which is Karpusky.
okay.
Alright, I'm gonna keep saying Karpusky then.
That's totally fine.
All right, we'll go with that. And with that, let's
back
go,
to the Fit River.
let's go ahead and grab in our next interviewee, which is going to be Crispy. Crispy, come on down.
All right, yoink.
Crispy, welcome to
What
the
up?
LCC broadcast. Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. We're really happy to have you here. So you were on the other team in that last game. We missed like the last 60 seconds of it, but we did see almost all of the game. Really fun to watch first game for us there on the Ezreal. You were arcane shifting forward a lot, especially after that
Yeah.
crazy
Quite a
fight
bit.
bot lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk us through what it was like playing that game.
Oh, crazy. Honestly, the Ezreal pick was probably a terrible pick going into that game. I just wanted to kind of perform, so I kind of picked the Ezreal to just, we also had the Vel'Koz, so I was like, all right, our range is going to be kind of crazy if I go Ezreal, so I was like, all right, the worst thing they can do is pick Cho'Gath, and next thing you know, they pick Cho'Gath. So,
Pretty sick,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty sick, but overall, it was a fun time. The boys are fun. Boys are fun to play with. Can't say anything bad, minus the miss smites. But other than that, it's not bad. So it was a good time.
Of course.
No, I'm joking. It was a good time. It was awesome.
So, yeah, we've got our standard set of questions here, right? And we'll just run through them really quick with you. We know your role now. We know that you're a bot laner, a carry player. But what's your rank?
Yeah, so D4 this year. Yeah, D4. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Hard
And,
stuck.
hard stuck, huh? What are your top 3 champs? Is Ezreal like one of your top 3?
Yeah, Ezreal's pretty fun. I like to play Ezreal. Ziggs. Been playing a lot of Ziggs lately. Just completely, APCs roll the bottom lane nowadays. And then probably Zeri would be my third pick. I love me some Zeri.
So if Zeri comes back in, we can see a lot of, a couple pentas.
Oh,
maybe,
100%.
pop-off pentas.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Not just a couple, a bunch of them. So.
Awesome. How long have you been playing League of Legends?
I've been playing since season 1.
Oh wow, way back then. Okay.
So I played when the game was released. My computer, funnily enough, couldn't even run the game, so I had to eventually quit for a little bit, and then I came back season 3, season 4ish, and started playing pretty regularly. So hopelessly addicted since then, I guess you could
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Aren't we all? Right? We're
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
not the
real.
only one.
Yeah, exactly.
In your opinion, which role in League has the largest impact in the mid game? I think this answer has kind of changed throughout the years, definitely since season 1, right? But yeah, kind of with it where the game's at now. What do you think?
I mean, I think jungle just has a lot of priority, specifically in like mid game and early game. They kind of control the tempo and just see where things go and what they're gonna take and stuff like that. But like, I mean, obviously the biggest thing I would say is probably your ADC. Your ADC is just about to hit your 3rd item. If you're not doing damage, well, sucks to be you, I guess, because your main job is to do
Alright.
damage. So
Crispy
other than that,
reporting in. Pick your
yeah,
AD carries first.
yeah. Hey, I'm not trying to say anything, but hey, I
Just
did
saying
drop 62.
something.
I did drop 62,000 damage that game. Just saying.
I think it
Just
says
saying.
64.
Oh, 60. Sorry. Ooh, it's still 2,000. But no,
Yeah, it's only
you know,
65.
but no. I mean,
Alright,
I do think the jungle has a lot of impact. I just but mid game ADC, just for 3rd item and the damage it presents and stuff like that. So that's what I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We had quite a kill active game there, but
Oh
in
yeah.
your opinion, if a game is lasting 30 minutes, what's the ideal number of kills in that game for you?
Jesus. Apparently 40. Apparently.
That's more than 1 kill a minute. It's a
But I
lot.
mean, it depends. If it's super competitively, probably about like 30, 25. But if it's if it's a slap fest, it could probably get up to 50.
Yeah,
So-
I mean that game went pretty long, and we ended up with just shy
It
of
was
50, like
40
49.
Yeah, just side 50. Yeah, pretty
So-
much. Yeah.
And it was a 45-minute game, so it's basically 1 per minute. And I feel like you do a lot of team fights when it goes longer.
100%.
So it was
100%.
kind of a slower game. I think 1 per minute is a pretty respectable answer.
For sure.
If you could delete one champ from the game, which champion would it be?
Irelia. JK. That's from one of my friends watching. I love you, Aaron. But I would probably say I've always hated this champ ever since I've played against it and bought a Zyra. I cannot stand that champ for the life of me. I hate it so much. It's
Yep.
awful. It's awful.
I'm
That's how it's
the
Zyra.
only person to play a Zyra game in the LCC last season, and we got absolutely dumpstered that game. It was terrible. So
Thank God. Hopefully, if anyone's listening, don't play Zyra. It's terrible. Kappa.
With 2 more questions for you here. Last one I'll ask is, what's something that you enjoy doing outside of League of Legends?
I play TCGs, a lot of TCGs. Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, anything you can think of, I pretty much play it. I also run a little thing called Liberty Esports. I run the college program over there. So pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. What do you do? Do you have anything League related, or is it other?
I
things
am
like
the
Valorant,
director
or-
of the program, so I oversee
Oh.
the entirety of the program.
We
I
used
have
to do that.
But yeah, I mean, I play as much games as I can competitively. I just love to play with friends and just play with people who like to win games. So
Awesome. Super cool. Go ahead, Jason. Cap it off.
What are you gonna call your fan club from
the
from your
crispy,
esports organization?
the Krispy Kremes. That's what they
Love
gotta
it.
be.
The Krispy Kremes. I like it.
Krispy
I'll take it.
Kremes, there you
They're
go.
hot and ready.
Hot and ready and ready.
What's something you want the LCC to know about you for this year?
I mean, just come and watch, have a good time. I'm definitely gonna put on a show, so I just love to see everyone come and watch, support us. Whatever team I'm on. I kind of have some favorite names already for the LCC. Pretty excited. But I'm just excited to be here and excited to show off what I can do.
Awesome. Super excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for
Yes.
the interview.
Thank you, boys. I
we're gonna
appreciate you.
Continue on our powwow, get another one in here, but we'll see you in game 2.
Sounds good. Thank you, buddy.
Awesome. All right, Jason, let's keep on keeping on. Let's go ahead and
All right, chuck 'em back.
spin the wheel, see who we get next.
Yeah, I think we had an ad at the end of that interview, so we're gonna upload the results, or we're gonna upload the stream from this. I think Ian, are we gonna do a cut for like just the interviews?
I could
Or
do
maybe
that.
we'll do some chapter markers. We could
Yeah.
do that too.
I can do that. We've got
so everybody,
Spike.
all of our draft dudes can get that picked out.
Spike is our winner.
All right, Spike, hold your breath. I'm grabbing you. Yoink. There he is.
All right, Spike, welcome to the LCC broadcast. We're happy to have you here.
Hello, hello.
Welcome. Yeah. First things first, talking about the last game a little bit. The Syndra. There were a couple moments you had a ton of pressure in the early lane phase. Minty, I think,
Yeah,
surprised us all with
I-
that flash. And then actually there were some like side lane struggles that you had, but then in the late game, holy cow, man, you pressed R and they just got deleted. So
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's Syndra right now. I zoned out in the mid game and it showed.
no, but I mean, you know, what'd you think, huh? LCC action.
Oh, it
kinda-
was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun being able to play League whenever you're like actually able to talk to every single player in your team. It completely changes the game.
Yeah, man, way it's meant to be played.
Yeah, for real.
Totally agree. So we've got a basic set of questions here. We'll ask you. First thing
Yeah.
is obviously we know your role is mid. What's your rank right now?
Plat 3.
Plat 3. Okay, awesome. And what are your top 3 champs? Is Syndra one of your top 3?
No.
I'm curious to pick them there, but keep going.
I've been playing since preseason 3.
Okay.
So I have a pretty wide champion pool. For the most part, I play control mages, so occasionally I'll dip into burst mages. But outside of that, I am in the past like 3 or 4 years. It's been a Cali. I've been in a Cali one trick.
Okay, absolutely. Awesome. So that kind of answered our follow-up question, which is how long have you been playing League, right? So
Yep.
since preseason 3.
Been around for a little while.
Awesome.
What was the champ when you started playing?
Oh my goodness. So when I started playing, it was in like little spurts. I remember Jinx releasing. I remember it would have been somewhere
ago.
around there. Yeah.
Dude, that Jinx
that was-
music video was like a banger.
Oh,
Oh, it's
so
great.
good.
Yeah.
It's
When they
amazing.
put it back into Arcane, incredible.
Yeah, super cool. All right. Which role in League has the largest impact in the mid game?
Right now, I feel like jungle has the most impact in early and mid game. It's kind of ridiculous how much jungle has impact on the ability for a team to take feats of strength.
For sure, right? Better.
Well,
It's
it
just
showed
I
with
mean, come
Incu
on.
that
Better
game.
jungle wins, right? That's how it is. So, if a game were to last 30 minutes, hypothetically, how many kills would be in that game, ideally?
I mean, ideally, you'd hope for a low kill game, make it easy run, but realistically, it's gonna be in the 30 to 40 range. It'll be bloody.
Yeah.
This is your preference. This is your ideal
I
game.
mean,
you
if
can pick.
if it's ideally, I'm
you
gonna
don't have
it
to be
a-
realistic.
A slow burn game where you just starve resources. That's
That's the
safest way to
control
play
mage
it.
we all know.
Yes.
If you could delete one champ from the game, which champ would it be?
Somebody already said it. I will say I'm in the ban Yumi gang that champs.
Ban Yumi gang. Ban Yumi
but
gang.
to give a different answer, Yone.
Okay.
Ooh,
You've got
that's
you've
another
got a
good one.
champion that has access to too many mechanics. It makes something that you can't balance.
I do feel like
I hate
since
that guy.
Yone has come into the meta, he's really stayed in the meta.
Well, he's got
so-
physical, magic, true damage, escape, engage, NCC.
Yeah, true. Does a lot. Hey, getting outside of the game, what's something that you enjoy doing outside of League of Legends?
For the past few years, I've been working in like retro game trading.
Oh, super
Which has
cool.
been
Like
pretty fun.
N64 stuff. Like
Oh, everything all the way back to like the Commodore 64.
What's your rarest collectible?
Mine is a first print of Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
What's your
okay.
favorite collectible?
I have the entire Armored Core collection.
oh,
Ooh.
super cool.
Do you have the controllers?
No, just the game.
Oh, okay.
I'm
okay.
gonna go for more.
Ooh.
But for
If
now,
anybody wants to see some
game.
crazy stuff, you look into those controllers for the Armored Core games.
I mean, you
They're
talk about
wild.
Steel Battalion on the original Xbox. That game is a nightmare to play, but it's really fun. You have
That's super cool.
You can lose the game by losing balance in your mech.
God, it's like having VR before VR. You just have the real thing. All right. So, what's something you want the LCC to know about you for the upcoming year?
I mean, for the most part, if people are looking to have fun, I'm happy to just be chill and have fun. That's what we're here for.
Awesome.
I'd love to hear it.
Awesome. Cool. All right, man. Well, we're kind of chain running these through, right? We
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
couple more to go.
You're
So
good.
really appreciate your time. Pleasure to get to know you, and good luck in game 2.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
All right, pick up your feet.
All
There it
right,
goes.
and let's grab one more, and that'll leave us three for the next game, and it's either gonna be Dan or Minty. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Itchy. Oh, we're
Whoever it
getting
is, ask him
Minty.
the question immediately. Who was it?
Minty.
Minty? All right, grabbing. Minty, unmute yourself. Tell us your rank and roll.
Hello.
Welcome.
I am Minty, and I'm a Gold 4 player.
Awesome. What are your? I mean, we saw your Ari. Great game on the Ari, by the way. What are
Yeah,
your?
Oh,
what-
really
you.
nice performance.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the reason why when asked, hey, do you want to play the blind pick game or do you want to play the draft pick game? You know, which one? And I was like, I want to play the blind pick game. I want to get my one Ari game in. I never did answer role, by the way. I main mid, but I do dabble in ADC a little bit. As for my main 3 champs, it's definitely going to be Ari way at the top. After that, I think it's rotated out what the next 2 are. I think currently it would definitely have to be like Lux and Malzahar
Okay.
as comfort picks.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Awesome. How long have you been playing League of Legends? I know that you kind of have a TFT background, right? But League is.
Yeah.
How many years have you been playing League?
Well, okay, I started playing League before I really started taking TFT seriously. The first time I started playing League was back around Season 4 of Worlds.
I remember that.
Yeah, which one won that year?
the-
Man?
It was in Korea. It
the-
was Samsung. Samsung White.
Yeah,
Obviously, Ian knows,
Samsung
yeah.
White. The Warriors music video. So actually, it was funny. I got into League because I was going through a huge Magic Dragons phase. So the Warriors music video was like my
I mean, a
exposure
banger,
to...
dude. It was in
One
Korea.
of the best of all time.
It was in Korea.
Still.
I was roommates with one of my very good friends, Tyler, and I was staying up until like 5 in the morning in my sophomore year of college because I had to fucking watch TSM play their games. So yeah.
Yeah, funny. I was a TSM fan too when I first started
Yeah, man.
watching.
They had
Yeah.
Bus
Pro
Boy,
League.
and that was way back when.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The OG. I mean, Bjergsen is like to this day, Bjergsen is my goat. So
Yep, long time. That was Dyrus. That was a long time ago. But if we
That was
talk
before you
about
had
you're gonna make me tear up.
if we
You're
talk
gonna make me
about
tear
that,
up, man.
we're gonna be way off
All
topic.
right,
So
let's
let's
I
get
got
back
you.
to it. Yeah.
All right, which role in League has the largest impact in the mid game? Let's hear from a mid laner.
Oh man. It's really hard to say between support and jungle because on the one hand it feels like, especially with the focus around the piece right now, supports roaming up to make those fights happen is really big. But in the first place, if the jungler doesn't have kind of control and tempo, that play doesn't happen in the first place. So I'm gonna say it leans slightly towards jungle, but I really feel like it just comes to a combination of jungle support synergy.
Jungle support. Yeah. Okay. I think those two need to work together for sure to make sure objectives happen. So, good answer. Yeah.
Absolutely.
If a game were to last 30 minutes, a little bit shorter than the last one you were just in, ideally, how many kills would you have in the game?
I'm gonna say about 40.
Okay. Yeah. So
I like
kinda
my games a little
active.
bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some action.
Awesome.
All right,
I
let's
mean-
take it. Let's get destructive. If you could delete one champ from the game, who would it be?
Yumi.
All right, Yumi haters.
hesitation.
Yumi haters club unite.
Especially right now. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen it like on the ladder right now. It's just like Yumi Kog'Maw, Yumi Jinx. Like if that duo makes it out of the early game, that ADC just doesn't die. Like Yumi pushes one button, maybe two, and you just can't kill anybody, and it's just dumb.
Yeah, you
So,
hate to see it. What's something that you enjoy doing outside of League of Legends?
I would say I'm pretty passionate about tabletop games. Mostly D&D. A couple of like other more niche systems. One of my favorites, actually, a Pokemon tabletop, and a friend of mine and I have been working on a campaign for the last like 3 or 4 years.
I've seen that game. That game is insane.
Oh, PTU, Pokemon Tabletop
Probably.
United.
We cannot bring that up right now. There's not enough time. But yeah, that's another tabletop gamer. Let everybody know if you also hate Yumi. But what's something you want the LCC to know about you for the upcoming year? Like Ian mentioned, you're in the same slot as Gemsy, where you have played in the LCC, but you are still considered a rookie because you've played under 5 games. So you've been around in the community. I got Hope in the chat for you. What do you want to say to the rest of everybody?
I guess I just want to say I really do hope that people look at that Ari game and can forget my ADC performance last season.
Okay.
That was not a role I had practiced back then. It was not champions I was comfortable on. I just wasn't used to the environment or the people. But I feel like I've been doing a lot of work.
Yeah, and you're
just-
here.
Yeah.
It's new season, new Minty. I like it.
New season, new Minty. Just like I'm here to play. Pick me if you want to win.
There we go.
Yeah. As we work to get this lobby put back together, what are you working on right now to improve as a player?
Like I said,
Said you got some stuff in the pipe.
Yeah, like I said, one of the biggest things is just making sure that I have a secondary role established. So really working on my ADC, and from what I hear through the pipeline, I'm going to be playing ADC in this next game, so maybe that'll show. But also, I'm not just an Ari one trick. Even if you ban my Ari every game, I've got plenty more mid picks in the back pocket, and I hope to showcase those throughout the rest of the season. Thank you guys for the stream.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Keep
All
up
right,
the
man.
great work.
Yeah, awesome. Good luck in your next game, and yeah, we're excited to have you for the whole season this time instead of just one game. So glad to have you.
Absolutely. Looking forward.
Awesome.
Peace.
All right.
All right, put the bunny back. There we go.
All right. So
And so I need from you to help them get into whatever order we need to, and I'll make sure we get everybody in the lobby. I need Crispy to join the lobby, please. And I think I'm looking for one more.
yeah,
Which one is it?
Supports.
So I got Spike and Q. I'm looking for everybody to. We are in a lobby right now, so if you are a rookie, please make your way to the lobby ASAP. And we want to get lined up and then run this back. We're gonna do a. This is blind pick as well. Did you mean to do
Oh,
that?
we need fork. Yes. Yeah, because we're gonna be doing the draft. So in the LCC, we
yes.
we use a and Jason, yeah, what we're gonna do is set the teams up, and then we're gonna give you guys a link in order to go and do the draft. So what I'll have, I'm just gonna assign the top laners on these teams. So it's gonna be Orcas and Karpusky. I'm sorry, I'll get used to it. I'll try. You guys, I'm just gonna put you in charge for this game of drafting for your teams. So we're gonna send you links for your teams. And yeah, you guys played on the other side, so you might as well switch sides this time. Let's see. So team one, let's do Orcas over here. Let's keep the jungler Gemsy over here. Let's do Spike. Let's.
Is Fork not online? Am I crazy? Fork, are you online? Somebody get me Fork. I see him deafened inside of Freak's basement. But I need him online so we can get him in the lobby. I don't know if I'm just missing him. Totally could be. Put the Fork down. He's in my offline section showing as online, so that's weird. All right, yeah. So you can have everybody get on your teams and then join a channel, and then I'll post the draft links. I want only the captains to open not the captains, only the top laners to open the draft links, and then you guys can talk through it as a team what you want to draft. But I want only the top laners to open the link, and then just share your screen to the rest of the lobby. That's the usual process, and then we will connect with the spectator link, and we will just view. If you want, you can connect with the spectator link, but yeah.
Yep, so it might be, yeah, I guess the last thing, we did give the team names, so team one is the Sparks, and team two is the Raid.
I mean, technically they're switching sides, but yeah, sure.
Well, in here.
Oh yeah, I did do that. You're right. That's fine. They can just switch their team there on. I need to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, totally. I will take it off of that then, and we'll watch this here. And if we have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. just go ahead and let me know. I'd like to answer anything that I can. This is gonna be like weird for you guys because you're rookies, um, and you haven't done this. But this is how we do all of our drafts in the LCC. Um, looks like we're working on getting people moved around. Yep, looks like they're working on getting in order, guys. Fixing things in game right now. Yeah, what was up with that? Oh, Inku, I saw that you had it. Thank you so much for trying to be so like adaptable and on the fly. I really appreciate that. We're just kind of trying to keep things rolling, you know. It sucks that we missed the last like 40 seconds of the game, but that was appreciated. Doll, dang it, man, I missed your question. What is your rank and roll,
We
and
saw
what are
the
your thoughts on Vel'Koz? Yeah, that's my. I should have definitely asked. I'll ask a Reganin that afterwards. Okay. Um, got some stuff going on.
All right, I'm back. Just need 1 minute. Oh yeah. So yeah, everybody who's been all of our veterans know this process. They know it takes a little bit to get used to, and we do typically have a break between for people to go to the bathroom between games and do what you need to do. It's typically 5 minutes, and then it's 8 minutes total for the broadcast because of the 3 minute delay that we have to do for the spectators. So that's what we try to hit for between 5 to 8 minutes. Everybody's going to have to get used to it throughout the season, but hopefully we'll get it down pretty tight. We only have 6 teams, so the time slots on Thursdays is going to be we're going to end a little earlier than we would have otherwise, which is definitely going to be helpful for our European members, Beza and Oregonin connecting. It's going to make it a little easier on them. But soon you got pulled away. Who ended up taking game 1? Red side ended up taking game 1. The Kathy and Rain, who will again be on red side, but we'll have different members this time.
Yeah, just kind of, we wanted to use some of the names that we're not going to get to use this year. And so these were 2 team names that did not make it through research and development. So they died in R&D. I'm going to go ahead and take this moment to grab a water refill. Jason, thoughts on the rookie showcase this year? What do you think?
I think it was stressful coming up to it, but now that we're here, it's good to be back. Like, we got the LCC stream going. I would really love to figure out a solution where I can look at you while we're streaming, because this whole time I'm just looking at myself on the screen. I can't see Jax. It would be nice to not be talking to myself, or just that's why you see me looking around so much, because I'm like, I'm just sitting here talking to the mic, so it's tough to look at the camera
Jason,
and remember that.
Just believe.
I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be doing this together. It's great to see the community all here. Everybody hype. Thank you so much for all the subscribers earlier.
The numbers are
and
great
the
tonight,
followers.
guys. The numbers are really great tonight.
I'm excited. Crispy needs to pull his whole organization in. Apparently, we got a whole lot of viewers there. The Crispy Creamers.
I mean,
we need them hot and ready on Thursday night.
We're missing the mitigators, but I'm.
The mitigators.
You know what? We're losing in mitigators. We're gaining in creamers. You know, so it's the little things.
I don't think Crispy comes with a theme song though.
Well,
he might.
Maybe
if you come if
not a
anybody
PG one.
If you have a theme song, I need you to let us know. If you've got a theme song, tell us.
We have a sip check. Thank you for the sip check.
Oh, thank you, Whisper.
All right,
it's a good sip check.
So, okay. It looks like
everybody in order.
It looks like
Minty's back.
I mean, it looks like everything is set up. They're both streaming, just like you want to, so that's great. It doesn't have to be the top laners that do it on your team, but we made it simple and easy for you guys today. So, you guys the top laners are fully in charge. If there are any questions about the tool, then let us know. But if there aren't, then I think once you guys press ready, it should just go. Until then, we can go ahead and go back to looking at us. But yeah, we're kind of set up here.
So go ahead and if you guys are here, go ahead and start. I've got everybody in the channels. I'm happy. We're ready for you to go. As long as you guys are ready, hit the button. And we'll just start when you guys do. If Jason gets a picture of Jax put up next to his camera, I can put a picture up there, but it's not the same. He won't have the same shine in his eyes.
The glimmer, the glint.
At the glint.
Jason, you should take that Mexico mustache photo though. Take that one and pin that.
Oh,
up.
I should
Okay.
just put it up. I'll put it on the ceiling for when I lean back when I'm contemplating like life after something happens in a game. I'll lean back and
How
look
did
up.
he get that quadra kill? And I'm just there.
I'll put it next to my frame picture of Flash and my other Bonjois.
All right, here we are. We are in a pick ban, and of course, one of the first things that we're gonna see banned out is the Vel'Koz. The Akali.
Sorry, doll.
The aforementioned Akali. It looks like the misfortune might go down as well.
And the last interviewees may have a little bit of an advantage here.
Zyra.
They haven't revealed their top
the
3
respect
champions.
Zyra.
Yeah, it's elite Zyra from the game, am I right? We're seeing some topical champions that we've talked about here tonight. Misfortune
It is
removed,
interesting
those
that we
ultis were huge.
did the mid game interviews, and then almost all the champs that were mentioned in those interviews are gonna see instant bans come out. So
They're like, oh, interesting, cute.
Fiddle is
Fiddlesticks ban.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Where's Ludwig? He's not here. Third ban hovered out from. Man, it looks like Banacathy and Rain.
It does, yeah.
Banacathy and Ray. So maybe that's a team name. As Melio ban comes out, it was an effective actor from the backline, but it wasn't the biggest influence on the last game. I'm not fully tracking exactly how you've swapped up the team, so I'm not sure who is getting banned out.
Yeah,
I'll
so
leave
that
to you.
2 support bans against Dan, and then Spike, who just came on and said that Akali was his number 1, he gets his Akali banned out, of course. Meanwhile, on the other side, Oreganon is on the Rain, and so Vel'Koz is gonna get banned out. And Orcas said he hated Darius. He wanted Darius out of the game. That was the champ that he would ban, that he would eliminate. And he snuck it in there. He's gonna select it instead.
Can't beat him, join him.
And there's the Teemo. We finally get to see the Teemo.
Ooh,
That's
Darius.
fair.
You wanna get the Debo.
He didn't pick it in the he didn't pick it before the bans came out. Now the bans have come out.
He said, I'll be a team player, I'll play the tank, and now he's going to get to show off a little bit. There's a little give and take.
We'll see what they decide here. Pick ban with, I mean, these guys really, not only are they strangers to us, they are definitely strangers to each other as well. So pick ban here can be a little difficult. That Sivir, I'm guessing that might be an issue with the thing just because of the late timing of it. We'll have to see what comes through. And this is why we wanted to do this.
All right, I'm going to check with them. Sivir confirm or mistake, because we can mistake. Okay. Give it now. I mean, what do you got? All right, Thresh. So let's see if the Sparks. Okay, so this is a Thresh. Normally, we have rules defined for this.
It's just simply because this is the rookie showcase and it's not a competitive game. It's this game has no standings, impact on the standings this year. We're just gonna go ahead with it. But this, honestly, genuinely, the way that it's kind of a weird tool that we use, and so this is why we wanted to get some practice with it. So you really want to lock in with about 5 seconds to go, just in case something happens. I would say
you want to give yourself a little time. Yeah. Yeah, Gragas coming in. I think Gragas is either it's a jungle support or mid lane Gragas. There's some options here, but let's see. Could be Spike. No, it's not Spike. Sorry, I'm not used to these. I don't think Minty. I feel like this could be a Gemsy pick.
I think it's Gemsy Gragas jungle.
Yeah,
is
Gemsy Gragas.
My gut feeling.
So we've got Thresh Vayne now for Cathy and Rain.
Yep, Thresh Vayne for the
Thresh
Rain.
Vayne Teemo.
Nice. Thresh Vayne Teemo, yeah, I think Inko might be on tank duty here for the Rain. We'll see what the bans come out though, and this is where again 1 second, 0 seconds. And it is a very tricky, how quick it goes.
No ban. So they're confident. No ban. They've doubled down. No ban confirmed. No ban confirmed. Welcome back to the LCC, everybody. It's what you know and love.
It's guys.
We've not changed, apparently.
We'll bring it right back. It is the idiom. It's not the LCC without a misban, right? So we've
That's
got
right.
misbans. It's an LCC.
Still learning the game.
Still learning the game, Jason. That's right. Ari is
Every
the
day
hover
we
here.
learn a little bit more.
Is banned out. So we'll see. Spike is gonna have kind of his pick here. It does look like we're saving counter pick for mid. We've
Yeah.
got support to go here still for the Ionian Sparks. We'll see what they pick up.
Well, Minty confirmed not going to get the Ari in game 2. So we'll see what else. He mentioned Lux and... Well, he's playing AD carry for this game, right?
Minty is playing AD carry for this game, yes.
Okay, so he'll be playing something else. So the Ari ban, I think, may be conflated because of that confusion. But, oh well. Ornn ban coming out after game 1 is kind of wild.
I mean, they don't have a
that's-
lot of other data to work
Man.
off of, right? So
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, and Briar is selected. So it's looking like it could be a no tank comp from the rain, with Briar as
Just tank Teemo, baby.
assuming that Briar's the jungle. Karma, Caitlyn, very strong lane. Karma does seem to be Dan's secondary pick here, so when pushed off the Melio, going to the Karma. And we'll see what is Spike going to blind mid here that Fork will get the counter pick into.
Unless it turns out it was Gragas. The Gragas flex pick could have become here. But I'd be kind of impressed if we see a flex pick coming out from the rookies in game 2. Let's see.
And it is going to be Lux. I think that's a Lux mid. Of course, it always could be a Karma mid, Lux support, but my bet would be Lux mid, Karma support. Just based on some of the OPGGs of these players. And that will mean, what do you play into Lux? What does Fork have in store with the Vex banned out? 10 seconds to go here to think about it. How deep into the pool is he willing to dig? What is Fork's answer? Hopefully they get it selected here. 2 seconds, 1 second. It's going to glitch out.
Well, it's the last pick, so they can just tell us what it was.
It's true.
Is this Jace confirmed? Pantheon.
Pantheon.
Okay, Pantheon. Pantheon confirmed. All right, so everybody, we will be just starting the blind pick, and then you just pick the champs that we've selected, that you've selected. So don't forget what you've picked. 3 mess ups confirmed. First rookie draft. Thank you, Clone. So go ahead and pay out to everybody that bet that we would be at 3, I guess. Remo, Briar, Pantheon, Vayne, Thresh.
Yeah, my bad.
And yeah.
Teemo.
You only gonna write
obviously.
one? Alright, both teams ready. We got a ready from Orca on team 1. Got a ready on the other team.
All right, so we should be setting up now and getting in a game. Yeah, definitely good to get some of these, issues out of the way first. It's important, I think, for all of our rookies to see, what the website is like, but also for those of us who are returning to the league to have a nice little friendly reminder of how annoying it can be to miss a pick and or a ban.
The treachery. So Inku, you are the lobby leader. You will have to start it. As we are the spectators, we cannot be owners of the lobby at the same time, so somebody else is gonna have to start it. Inku, you got this. Somebody aware.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
All right, perfect. So they're
Alright,
gonna
so
get
we're gonna
set
have them
here.
pick, and we have a spectator delay.
Okay,
So we can
awesome.
talk a little bit about these comps, or we can talk about the players. We don't have much to go on for the players, but let's announce let's go over who's on what team.
Yeah, so on the blue side for the Ionian Sparks, we have Orcas, Gemsy, Spike, Minty, and Dan. And on the red side for the Acathian Rain, we have Karpusky, Inku, Fork, Crispy, and Oreganon. This is what they...
Everybody playing the same roles as last game, except Spike is switched to mid, and Minty will be playing at bot lane.
Correct. Fork is switched to mid, and Minty will be playing bot lane. But yes, that is correct. There can only be
sure?
one Vayne player in the LCC. Yeah, well, Coming for the crown, coming for the title. Crispy is here. First rookie draft. Yeah, that's how it is, clone. Right? Come on. We had the over under. That's funny. Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna? You guys can bet if you want on just other stuff. I mean, you could bet on who's going to be the next person pulled in for their interview. Who's going to be the first one? You got the list up here. It's Oregon, Dan, or Inku.
That's
We're going to
true.
randomize it.
I forget. How do
Do you
we
want
do the
to
bets?
spin the wheel
You
on
want to do a
roulette?
bet, Jason? Put a bet in
It's
chat.
/predict.
/predict.
Last prediction. The last prediction was Hospitalized versus League of Liquor Game 3. 17,000 channel points awarded to 6 viewers. All right, start a prediction.
Start a prediction. I got this.
All right.
Let's see. Let's go with which
I
team.
get a 3-minute timer.
Which team will? What do you think? Win the feats? Which team will earn feats of strength?
I like it. I like it. Open it for like 2 minutes, and then let's get going to it.
Outcome.
So I'm going to take a look at this team comp. We've got Vayne Thresh versus Caitlyn Karma in the bot lane. I think this has got to be an advantage to Caitlyn Karma. That's a strong duo lane going into a very short-ranged AD carry. Thresh should be able to assist in keeping in defense against ganks, but really during the lane phase, Caitlyn and Karma are going to be putting down a lot of damage that Vayne and Thresh just cannot answer. It's going to be exciting to look at the solo lanes. It's Pantheon into Lux and Teemo into Darius. I think Teemo should have an advantage topside. I imagine Orcas is going to be bringing Ghost to this matchup. Cannot see that yet, but it's almost certain based on the way he played the Garen game and was focused around move speed. Move speed Darius is the scariest Darius. That's just a fact. This Briar is going to be exciting. Briar Pantheon, I'm really hoping for a double semi or like double global entry from both of them. It would be awesome.
Well, one thing that's kind of interesting about the Lux Caitlyn is that you still get the ult combo, and it's even more powerful now because it's a mid lane Lux, right? So all those synergies that you still get bot lane, like they can still team up around mid or something like that. I am kind of interested. I feel like Gemsy has a lot to do on the side of the Sparks, whereas the Rain, they've got the Pantheon, they've got the Thresh, they've got the Briar. It's a lot more, you know, the recipe is there for them to get into these team fights, whereas you know the Sparks might have a bit of a more difficult time. It's really all just on the body slam from Gragas, or maybe a pick from Spike. So
they've got some long range damage to come out, but it is going to be difficult. These players have not played with each other before very much at all, and Gragas is one of those anti-synergy picks on occasion when you just you have your body slam, you have a lot of displacements, and you can sometimes cause your team to miss instead of follow up. But it's really easy go-in buttons for the Akapi and Rain, but man, it's risky go-in buttons. This Briar ulti and Pantheon engage, they've hard indexed into a lot of melee, completely melee top side of the map. Or, sorry, they have a Teemo. But it's a squishy top side of the map either way.
All
Ghost
right,
coming out for Teemo with a fleet footwork, going to be looking to work that poke matchup. Teleport coming out from Orca, so not electing to take Ghost, rather looking for that side lane pressure, that late game scaling, and a little bit of extra assistance getting back to lane in case issues happen. Immediate pings from Akapi and Rain.
Items. Oh, Jason.
Oh, I know what that's like. Man, Spike, unfortunate. Should I message him? He's probably figured out by now, though. It's 3 minutes later.
It's too late now.
Yeah, that's it's not the Rookie Showcase time to have it happen. He's gonna learn.
Better to happen.
This is why we do it. These are custom games, and so when you pick champions, they don't always give you the recommended items that you would expect. This is such a spicy level 1. We didn't see this at level 1 at all in season 2.
I love it with Thresh and
love
Pantheon.
this.
I love it.
This is. Did they have vision?
No.
I think they saw him too. As no kill will come of it, and they will walk out without being spotted. That's awesome.
But we do have to talk about Spike's World Atlas here, because the problem here is does he notice? Like, did he notice? Obviously, he bought it, and he's just focused on other things, right? But as was the issue with you, was like, when does he figure it out? When does he find out? You said you didn't notice
Once the
until
second
you were
that
getting less gold in lane.
Yeah, that's the second you run out of gold, you need to reset. The second you hit that, but I think you won't have enough for a starter item, so you are better off just having this until you hit the debuff. Which the better a farmer you are, the sooner you will hit it, as a nice bind comes out to put some poke down into Fork. Both junglers starting in the bot side map going to be clearing upwards. I would expect Briar to have a slightly slower clear than Gragas, but really they should be pretty comparable as we get into the top side of the map. Where do you think this 2v2 and 3v3s in the top side are going to go down first?
Yeah, I think Briar does want to scale a bit. I think the onus in this early game is on the Gragas Pantheon. I think they're going to be looking to find, you know, plays onto Lux, especially because
I'm about to hit level 2.
Lux really should have a bigger advantage in this lane, but simply because the atomization, I mean, Pantheon's early game. A beautiful hook from Oreganon, and Crispy is going to look for the condemn into the wall, but might just not have to. One more auto, and it is first blood set up by Oreganon as the bind goes down mid. Fork is low, and he's so close to dying.
Yep, Fork is looking for that level 3. He's going to try to go in with his Flash Ignite, and he's got Inku behind him. Inku not quite on vision. He might have been seen there. I don't think so. He's going to look for the wraparound to transition gank through mid on his way to the top side of the map. I really liked that hook from Oreganon. And
look at Inku here. The stun is going to come through on a spike. Flash is forced out. Ghost is blown by Inku as the knockup will land, but it's a beautiful stun under tower, and it's a solo kill in the gank 1v2, and with the support item, Spike picks up a kill.
Giving away blue buff, and that's a nice handicap given back. Spike picks up the support item, but now he's going to reset. Will he sell it? He sells the item, he's going to pick up something else. So he is aware. That's a real bailout for Spike.
He gets a full blasting wand with 9 CS. That is fantastic. Oreganon looking to push the advantage, finds a minion with that one, but you know, here to throw out more hooks, look for more kills.
Yeah, I really like the transition gank from Inku. Just getting caught by that tower a little too much. Maybe not used to how strong the towers are now. Great ward out from Karpewski, but spotted by Gemsy as he clears the scuttle. Going to take care of that. And back to
we've
a little
had
bit
so
of
much going on in this game. We haven't even been able to talk about the Darius Teemo top lane. And based on how they brawled it out, yeah, I mean, based on how they brawled it out in the first game, you would think that that they were going to fight it out this game here as well. But kind of letting the rest of the map do it for them.
Yeah, Spike gonna be very happy coming back to lane with this blue buff. Already happy to poke, taking a ton of damage from Fork. What an engage!
He went for the sidestep, but Spike, just on the timing, is able to snag him there.
Yeah, that blue buff is huge. Still ignite available for Fork, so he wants Spike at about half HP. That brings him into full one-shot range.
And as the flash forward, the W forward, E is down, Ignite goes down. He needed one more auto. This will not be enough, and instead, he hits it with a Q. Fork with a beautiful
here, flash
play.
Available.
Gemsy looking, but Inko, perfect timing on the counter gank as well, and so Fork with a Pantheon play.
Yeah, just not enough damage to finish it out, and the spear crits him down, and that's a little bit of payback for the kill he picked up on Iku earlier in a great counter engage, as you mentioned. Karpewski blinding Orcas while he tries to get the cannon. He will take an apprehend because of it, but
this lane's gonna be so annoying. One's got bleed and one's got poison, and oh my gosh.
Again, Acathian Reigns. Different players, but same play style. Picking up the dragon first thing 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, true to their organizational structure, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I think this is shaping up to have some exciting potential. We don't have any advantages too large, but we are seeing a lot of action. In the bot lane, I'm expecting we're going to look for a gank, but Minty and Dan should be able to walk away. Minty almost resetting. Regnan looking forward, but they will back away safely.
Throughout the hook, I do think that dive under tower was a bit ambitious, and so, you know, the fact that it's just out of range, probably better, to be honest.
You finish up the dragon, you look for it. It's worth a try. Dan managing to find some kills. We're going to be watching now for Dan's, for the Pantheon ultimate. The, man, why can't I remember what it's called? The Grand Starfall. To come out to one of these side lanes or perhaps gank his own lane. But it could also come out onto these grubs as an early rotation over to get ahead of Spike. His jungler still only level 4, Gemsy at 5, so we are going to want to see Inku clear these camps. And really, after his next set of buffs, that's when he's going to look to engage on Briar with his ultimate, try to pick up some kills, or just start fighting grubs. Briar, happy to fight grubs, has Tiamat. And Gragas moving to the top side of the map is going to need another minute or so before he walks up there naturally. He's got 2 camps to pick up, and Karpewski, big health advantage in Prio right now.
You can tell this teamo is going to be a problem. First item, Swifties, by the way.
Flash Ghost Swifties. So yeah, that's a menace.
They're straight in here onto the next objective, and Inku really making this a priority for his team. Gemsy is here this time. He is here early, but Orcas is not in a situation to run down now, and so unfortunately, it's just going to be over to the other team. Just a little bit too late. A nice early rotate over there by Inku, and he's controlling the way that these.
Reganin also there on time. He goes for the flash hook, not able to find anything, but there to secure the pressure for his team as he roams back down to bot lane. I think we're going to see Fork try to ult down to bot pretty soon.
Yeah, one thing we've been able to see through these games is that Dan really likes to play these enchanters and stay in lane and empower his ADs, whereas Reganin has looked a lot more to roam and play with the jungle and link up in the mid game. Even on the Vel'Koz, he was roaming early, so definitely something, a little playstyle to note for those of you who might be draft dudes. That's Karpewski with a blind and a couple autos. I mean, the fact that he does so much damage with
brutalizing Orca,
and all he has is the Doran's ring, is crazy.
This is a tough matchup. That's why I was talking about the move speed. It lets you really be able to actually get to Teemo. Otherwise, yeah, this is a scary combination. The Swifties Teemo, and the wave is gonna. If the wave pushes towards them, he can freeze you away from that as long as he would like.
Yeah, one thing to mention is we thought that Darius would be the one taking Ghost, but instead Karpewski taking Flash Ghost, and Orcas has Flash Teleport. So maybe not the what I would have expected in terms of summoner spells in this lane. Nice little.
I think it may be a factor of comfort. I think a teleport gives you a little bit more safety in the lane. It lets you recover some mistakes. And a Ghost is really more of an all-in option. And that's tough.
Well, let's see how this is playing out as both these teams are in game 2 here actually. Now that they've gone through the pick ban, they're actually kind of sizing each other up a little bit. They're not super bloodthirsty, and we haven't even seen, we're 9 minutes in, we've only seen 3 kills, so.
Yeah, we've got a lull. So let's talk about feats. We've got one team at 2 feats. Engage from Fork, trying to make it 3.
Yeah, I mean, looking very aggressive here, and they're just going to combo the ulti in. Inku does dive way in under tower, but unable
to on the early roam, able to pull him out of the tower damage this time.
A really nice lantern to get Inku out, but a nice combo there from Gemsy and Spike. So good play there from the mid jungle duo.
I liked the attempt to roam over and find the 3-man gank onto the mid lane, but yeah, Gemsy with a great response. Shutting it down before it really got started.
I will say this this Caitlyn Karma is supposed to be, kind of dominant in lane, right? That's the point. Oh, Orcas
next kill takes
Orcas are pushing you and he flashes forward. It's a solo kill for
solo
the Orcas.
Bolo.
Save the Orcas. Oh my gosh, what a play. I mean, honestly, Karpewski was just doing so much damage and just plink, 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 all the entire lane phase up to this point, first 10 minutes. But he was able to land one apprehend into the Q2. And
Fork with the rotate top, trying to pick him up with the the Skyfall. But Orcas is wise to his shenanigans. Spike probably called it out. And now roaming back to mid. Gemsy may try to catch him out. Spike not quite on the rotate.
Sure
Inku is available.
Oh, the flash comes out, but he still gets stunned. Crazy timing. He is able to land the binding after that. Oh, and it's a second flash forward, so they're committing a lot here. Gemsy with a beautiful casket to try and get him out. Another binding is going to land. Inku, just not enough damage to actually land through. No. Gemsy flashing the stun, and I cannot believe they're able to fully turn it around. They committed so much. Crispy is here. The flash over the wall, and the silver bullet shut down as Crispy picks up another.
Yep, an opening for a dragon
Flash.
available. We're going to find another hook instead.
Oh, it's a hook onto Dan. Forces the flash out as the silver bullets will continue to rack up. So good plays here. Forcing out more. Oregon really able, force out multiple summer spells on this Thresh so far.
Yep. We mentioned Dan not not favoring the roam up, but does roam up there, saves his mid laner. Now trying to set up Gemsy for an engage
Dan is
onto
looking for
Fork,
Fork
but I'm
here.
not sure that he's
Gemsy
going to
is
come
here,
out of
and
this.
Spike is
Spike
just
teleports.
teleported in, so this might be an overstay. The binding is just too far away, and Oregon is there with the mop basket or mop bucket, honestly. Yeah, so they are going to get out. I will say that Orcas did pick up the solo kill topside, but I'm not sure that it's enough to turn the tide of how this lane is going. I still don't think this Darius.
It's not enough to turn
can
the
do
tide,
much.
but it keeps him within striking distance of gold, and I think golden experience
Yeah,
is what
let's
he's
take a look at
trying to
gold.
get out of this right now.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at feats of strength too. Who got the first to 3? Who got the first kill there? Was it Kathy and Rain? Man, it sucks that we can't see which team has which.
So it's
Somebody let us know.
there's 3 kills and 3 objectives on the side of the Acathian Rain, but I don't see the boot upgrades.
3 kills. If we turn a timeline on, then we can see that the first 3 kills went over to the Ionian Sparks, the blue team first.
So it's still
Nice
again,
combo
it's gonna
coming
come
out
down.
from Spike on an
A
Inku. He's
beautiful
dropped
catch
low.
on a pink ward. Oh, just missed the explosive cascade as Karpewski is going to come down to try and roam on this, but honestly, too late. Gemsy is very low here, so Fork wants to look for a play. Dan with a huge blast cone over is going to land the tether as the fight is going to go down at the bottom of this. Oregonin is here. Neither AD carry has showed up. It's a 4v3. Nobody's yet to go down, but a nice hook is going to land. Orcas is very low. Karpewski is here at the top of this fight, but they decide to not fully engage. And so, despite all of that happening, nobody else goes down after Inku. And that is going to be the 3 Void Grubs over to the Sparks.
Some opportunity cost for Inku after finding so much success at these objectives. He's now thrown 2 Briar ultis consecutively that did not connect, and unable to secure the second set of grubs. And then how many are on each team? Where is it? This one's Void Grubs. So 3 teams split, 3 Void Grubs to eat both teams. Spike with an interesting build going for the Malignance cooldown boots. So max CDR on this Lux as opposed to going for bigger damage. Looking for a hook now mid. Nothing's gonna come of it.
He is fairly out of mana here, but it does look like Gemsy is somewhat hovering. A lot of attention has gone down mid jungle after we kind of called out that the game was in a lull. So I don't know, 14 minutes. What type of Otacon are we gonna get? Are we gonna get the Voracious again, or not quite sure? Oh, it's a flash forward, and the hook is gonna land from Oregon. Beautiful play here as they commit so many bot side, but it is
Crispy spots him out. Looks for the condemn on the wall, but then we have the Grand Starfall to force the pick, and then a little bit of flashes forwards. Nice summoner spells, but the pressure down onto Minty. Hook comes out, lands.
Oregon with another hook. He is on top of the tower, though, or he did walk right back into the trap, so he gets hit with a couple tower shots. Minty will survive. I mean, the hooks are heat-seeking tonight, Jason.
Yep.
He's looking like Chestnut out here.
Engage. Yeah, Chestnut, he don't miss. Kobe. All right,
oh my
we're
gosh,
now
look at
again.
this. This is so annoying. He's 2-0, and he can't
So
do anything.
annoying.
Oh my gosh.
Inku feeling brave, invading in the
nice tether, so they are going to chain the CC here, and Inku will drop. He did kind of, push up here. Didn't quite have the ward in that bush, and Dan with a nice little, roam over to spot him out. So good play there by Dan and Spike to team up, and the rest of the team to chime in.
Yeah, Inku with an uncharacteristic mistake there on where to go in the jungle compared to last game. He has his top side available, and his red buff was spawning, but chooses to invade these raptors with no control.
Dan is
we have
here.
an engaged top on Karpewski.
It's a flash into Q2, so he did get a good bit of heal back, but Karpewski will just flash ghost out, and you're not going to catch a Teemo with flash ghost and move quick. So
Teemo does stay, but we'll choose to get his recall off now. It's
Yeah,
just
no
the hide
teleport.
invis for a little bit.
Right? So double summoner spell used. That is a pretty big play, pretty big advantage here for the Sparks.
Ionian Sparks first onto the Herald as another Briar Roll comes out, just missed onto Spike. That would have been a nice catch. Oregon available to follow up.
Yeah, I
Grand
think he
Starfall
blast
not
jumped into the
available.
pit there. So yeah, I mean they're definitely looking here. There's a lot of vision. Oh, Oregon just missing that hook onto Dan. At this point, he's been so aggressive that probably would have gone over. And it does look like feats of strength have gone over to, because of the tower, they've gone over to the rain. Let's go ahead and cash in.
Yep, it is a Teemo time in the top lane, as we do have the Trinity Force Boots of Swiftness. That is the move speed Darius build. He's just lacking the Ghost. He's going to have to make do with his Flash. As this is familiar from last game.
Yeah, they're in here on the Dragon, as it will be Smite secured this time. Ultis are going to come through, but Gemsy just kind of getting burst down in the middle of that team fight. Inku picking up the Smite, picking up the Dragon. That's third Dragon for the Rain.
It's 4v4, but the Acathian Rain take control of the area early and are not forced out. No Steel able to come over the wall, but thankfully for them, only one death. So not too bad, only giving over the third Dragon. It's not Soul, but that was an important one for them to be able to push the WinCon back a lot longer for the Acathian Rain. Engage in from Crispy. He's not scared to engage. We saw him do it on Israel. Now we're seeing it on Vayne.
He's tumbling forward, you know? It's just crazy how confident he is. But he is 2-0-2, and this, I will say, this this Vayne is going to start to scale and get scary. But you know what you don't want to see when you're playing Vayne? Is a 2-0 Darius. You know, can come and stand right on top of you. I will say he has been kind of starved of farm here. Really nice play coming out of the Teemo. And he gets a little support from his support in order to finally push out the lane, maybe get a recall here.
Yeah, we're going to have a bit of lane reassignment as the teams shuffle around. We've got Spike moved to the bot side. We've got Dan freed up a bit now that his AD carry is mid. He's still top side after Orca's reset, so maybe he's just trying to hold the wave for them. They're trying to protect this tower. Try to ward off the Teemo as long as possible, because once that tower goes down, Teemo can start getting shrooms much more easily into your jungle, and it just gets so much more annoying, and it already is. So how are we looking on items and gold? So check in. Man, 2,000 gold lead. No, just more like 1,400 gold lead for Crispy in the bot lane on AD carry. 600 gold lead roughly in the mid lane for Spike. It is slight gold lead for Inku, and almost 1,000 gold lead in the top side for Kapusky in the Teemo Darius matchup. That's just largely off the back of farm and perhaps turret plates. I'm not sure how many he picked up. But definitely building himself a nice little kingdom up there. Only has given up 1 kill to the Darius. No ganks have landed. And we now have Rome up to the top side.
Yeah, Orcus could be in
He
trouble.
almost
There are
walked
3
in.
top. Karpusky is here. His spidey senses are tingling. But you can see Dan and Minty are on the way as well. I'm not
They're
sure.
on vision. They just saw
They
Minty
do pick him
walk.
out just in time, but Orcas might just not have enough. It is a really nice apprehend. The Q2 to heal a little bit will save.
Build tower. Build tower.
Tower does go down. Inko comes in from the cross map Briar ulti. A gorgeous explosive cast. The flash body slam over the wall. Inku is trying to finish it off. And Minty will go down. The stun goes down onto Dan. The hook from Oregon just missing over the side as the flash comes through. And it will be, yeah, he will go down. It ends up being a 2-for-2 plus the tower for the Rain. So
in another season, that tower shot wouldn't have killed, but these towers are menaces now. As another Vine Lions bottom almost blocks him under the tower, and trade back and forth for the two of them. 2 item break points
flash
coming in.
forward,
Flash forward.
But he just is out of range, so he won't be able to actually get to Spike. Spike took him about a half second to react there. But, I mean, less than a second. He gets out of danger. Gemsy is there just in time, and they capitalize on it. That is such a feels bad for every Pantheon player out there. Oh, man.
Man, Vayne free hitting on a mid lane tower. That's a rare sight. As they pick up their third tower, clearing out all of the outers. No outers yet to fall on the Acathian Rain, so we're seeing... Ooh, engage on a Krupewski. He
Nice
could be
little
caught out
body
here.
slam
4
here.
available.
Q's gonna miss a flash apprehend comes out. He is ghosted down. Yeah, there's not much he'll be able to do. The whole team is there, and they do find the little Teemo. If I had to pick a second champ, it'd be him. And
Man,
yeah, so there he
you
goes.
hear the shout saying, "Why are there 5 people here?" But the Herald is up, and 5 people will take it. As Otacon is also up here.
This is true.
For Grand Starfall, not available, but so 20 seconds to the Teemo respawn. Gonna drop the Herald, try to take out this mid tower.
Oregon just
Oh,
missing.
let's see how they drive it.
Dan is large and in charge here in the car. It's gonna land onto Minty. A nice
still in the
hook.
car.
Orca's on the side of it, but it might cause Inku to be just a bit too far outside. He will just snag that lantern, yeet himself back, and it's a 1-for-0, and they totally neutralize the Herald play. So the Herald play ends up being a positive play for the team that didn't get Herald.
Well, it might have been better if Dan hadn't got in and then drove it into a wall so we could get back out to help his team. That was... I don't know if he got it on by mistake or got in and then had to pivot because the engage started.
It felt,
Both
yeah,
are
it felt
possible.
like
It looks silly on our side.
it felt like he got
Both
in
are-
and then the Briar ulti hit, and he had to he couldn't go in with it. He had to go back. Inku.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to
Redemption.
knock up.
Redemption for Inku here, okay? He had some trouble with the smites, but he's nailing the smites here in game 2. And that is Soul for the Reign. They are down in kills, but they're up in everything. They've got more towers, more objectives, more dragons, more buffs, more gold. Everything but kills.
Oh. Man, forgot how much talking we had to do during these things. I'm gonna get a sip check in right here. Everybody sip along with us. Settling in 23 minutes. We are at Seoul again for the Acathian Reign. So perhaps Red Side is the hot one to start out the year for the LCC. Shroom's gonna spot out Orko, but he will get the apprehend off Karpewski.
Yeah, really nice apprehend
danger.
here. And while he's blinded, he's just going to move speed at him. The ulti comes down, the bleed, but I mean, there's not much you can do.
The locket to save.
Oh, even through Locket.
Still burns. That's so
What a-
long.
I mean, yeah, and Orca's
Oh,
really
what a catch though.
playing
Really
to
well
his
played.
strengths now. So
Karpewski with the shroom into the edge doesn't quite spot him out before he engages into the bush.
Inku's Briar
Really
ulti
nice play.
just barely misses. Fork is here looking again, but there's a ward there, so Spike able to escape.
I like the look of that Briar engage attempt. I think there was an opening for sure. So Chemtech Soul claimed. Now Otacon on the table. We've got Spike going to the bot side. He has teleport available as Otacon is full HP. Got everybody else on the top side of the map, but they need to start walking now. They're going to be spotted on the way there. No, not quite. So they're still on
What's
darkness.
the name of this one? Is this Voracious? This is the one.
I
That's
have
gonna
no
give
clue,
them
dude.
Yeah, so this is the one that's gonna give them the cooldown.
3,000 HP on the Otacon. Teleport starts coming out.
Orcus is here on the
Orcus
side.
sees it.
It is Voracious, and they do slay it, so there's nothing afterwards to get. But that means they do have this temporary buff where they can just dive at no cost, and so instantly Ghost is popped, ultis are popped here, and they're looking to go in. They're looking to make use of this buff.
Flash out from Spike to stay safe. I like the respect. And a nice bind out now.
Binding is
Fork
going to
being
find
pushed forward.
Fork here, but that might be what the Pantheon wants. It might not be. The rest of his team isn't there. Minty finding nice trap damage over the wall, and here comes the Briar ulti. The stun is going to come through. Gemsy goes down. Fork has already been sent back, but he's not dead. That's 2 down already as Crispy starts to pop off. Here he goes. That's his second kill here.
It was looking good for a moment, but then the Acathian Rain managed to spread them apart as while they stay grouped, and Crispy rains down damage. Silverbolt after Silverbolt procs, and they will now move on to the Baron 4-man strong. 3 dead on the side of the Ionian Sparks.
Look at his kill.
26 minutes into the
participation,
game.
3-0-7 on this Vayne. 10 out of 11 KP. Just definitely, funneling
teams at 11
around
kills.
Crispy. Yeah, both teams very low at 11 kills. We had everybody that we've answered tonight has said more than 1 kill per minute, and yet in our games we have 100% been at just under a kill per minute. So very interesting to see that they say one thing, but then they're maybe a little bit slower. They want to play a more organized game.
We had some players interested in a little slower games, usually our control mages, but yeah, this game is definitely a little more controlled than the last one. It's a little more spread out on these team fights. It's not quite at the spawn of every objective as much as Inku would like it to be. And as we move into the mid game, let's take a look at item breakpoints and where these teams are going to go. So we have, it's like a hybrid tank damage build from Gemsy. This is a Fimbulwinter, which has yet to evolve, so that's going to be huge. He's 100 mana, so about 33 stacks off of that, I believe. Reganin taking a big poke there. And then he's got the Cosmic Drive, so looking to throw out damage, but he's really not much of a tank. There's not much of a tank at all on the Ionian Spark side. And that's kind of reflected as well for the... Man, what do we call them? Help.
Reflected in what? In the way that they're not mistakes. They're
No, neither team has tanks.
yeah. I mean, they're just squishy comps. You know, they're playing.
Squishy comps.
They're definitely like. I think that the Gemsy has been able to fight a lot more engages on the Gragas this game than the Riven last game. I still think that
Oh yeah, for sure. He's looked so much better this game.
I just think,
but I think part of that is he was picked Riven. Tough jungler.
Yeah, I mean, I think just there's a lot of pressure to be the engage for your team, and Gemsy is looking here as they dodge out the hook. They probably just want to wait out Baron and then look for a play. Reganin with a pretty aggressive pathing there isn't going to get collapsed on.
I think really we're looking to try to maintain some defensive vision for themselves and then try to find a pick. They have the ability to do it. They just need to find the opening. Inku taking a ton of damage.
Yeah,
one more shot would have done it.
Hook will land, and that a great find from Reganin, but he just flayed the wrong way as the ulti is going to come through. It's all in onto Spike. Spike will finally go down. The secondary hook lands. Reganin having a pop-off moment, and Crispy is undetected here, pumping out damage in this team fight. It's a 2 for 0, and it looks like Inku wants to make sure that they're able to take the the Elder Dragon.
I believe Inku would have died there if not for the ocean's the effect of the Ocean Soul for them.
Another hook is going to land. This one onto Gemsy, and Karpewski and Fork make sure to make it count. A third hook will go out as Inku ulting deep onto Dan. Dan flashes into tower. Or way back into Fountain, and so Dan will get out a nice flash. Very worth.
Inku with the Briar ults into the pool. They didn't have Ocean. I think it was the Phantom, his Death Stance that I was seeing earlier that helped him to survive. As a nice catch goes down onto Karpewski.
This might be an overstay here because, yeah, Inku and Karpewski are both down. Orcus is just going to get obliterated again. Crispy is insane at this point of the game. There's so much raw damage coming out of this team, and now that they're down
3
to a couple
damage
numbers,
Bane mid game
they
really picks up speed. Interesting build from Fork as we've got a Sundered Sky into a Hullbreaker from him. So looking to try to supplement some of those weaknesses that the Pantheon side lane can have, but I'm not seeing him do too much side laning. He's approaching it a bit more like a team player, and I think it makes sense to go for a bit of a tankier build. You're trying to set up for your other teammates, and there's not a tank on your to hold the front line for you. So really just trying to make those team fights last as long as possible. A nice defense will extend this game slightly longer, but it's going to be tough as these inhibs start to fall.
Being pragmatic, it's 14 to 15 in kills, but it's a 10k gold lead, Jason. So I think
it's not a great situation. This is looking rough for the Ionian Sparks.
Yeah,
as
think
we have
what
solo engage from Fork in the top side of the map. He could be caught out here. This is 1v3. We're going to see a bind come down.
Yeah, I mean, a nice little flash out, and he's just going to get saved, and he's buying all of that pressure and attention and time, and his team just takes Elder Dragon for free. That wasn't just a little dragon, Jason. That was the big boy, and so they've got Elder. I'm pretty sure they're. I mean, if I was them, I'd just look for a 5v5 fight mid. They've got the engage ability, even with Pantheon Briar. As long as you don't Briar.
Oh my God!
All the way back in. Holy cow! Look at that burn.
Orcus pop, but Reganin's taken down in return.
We weren't able to watch the mid play because we were watching top, so quite sure what happened mid, but
Yep, they take advantage of the 4v3 pressure that they had, so they're going to be able to defend this tower for now. Gemsy looking to go in
Gemsy body
1v1.
slammed forward, but he did miss. And Crispy with a gorgeous flash over the binding. Minty doing what he can in terms of a damage output, and Crispy nearly drops, but at the end of the day, he will not. Inku and Crispy 2v1 here under tower. Crispy going for the big plays, trying to put his name up in lights in the rookie showcase. Inku diving way under tower. His Spike has nothing else to do. He's the last one alive, and the Acathian Rain will take the game here. And that, Jason, as the Nexus blows up, we'll finally get to see a Nexus blow up. One more apprehend. One more kill on the. Oh, he'll live. We finally get to see a Nexus
little
blow
more
up.
stat padding.
Boom. And that is the end of the rookie showcase. Awesome series, awesome games, honestly, coming out of everybody. Thank you so much for participating in the rookie showcases. I mean, blast. Great games,
Thanks
to
for
be
keeping
honest.
it hype.
Yeah,
It's very
we
exciting.
got great games. So thanks for being flexible. Fork, Minty, thanks for kind of switching around and everything. We've got 2 more things to do. We've got 3 interviews. We got 3 more people to get to know. And then we've got our special announcement of the evening for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay, getting to know our players. So let's go ahead and get into our interviews, and then we'll get to do our announcement. Jason, how about that?
Yep.
All
Let's
right,
run it. Send the spinner. Tell me who to grab.
roll it. Who's it going to be? And it's going to be Dan. Let's go ahead and pull Dan on in here. I love how big Dan is. There's only 3 letters compared. It's funny.
Dan the man. Yoink.
Hey Dan,
Welcome
you
to
are
howdy.
you're on the LCC broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks for playing in the showcase. After playing in the showcase? What's your opinion on it? Was it good?
Honest opinions. Overall, it was a really fun experience. I think it was a little unfortunate that we didn't have the turnout that was initially expected for the rookie showcase. I feel like we definitely had some one-sidedness, but overall, it was a really fun and enjoyable experience nonetheless.
Awesome. Well, we've got our standard kind of set of 8 questions here, right? That we want to make sure that we get through. So we saw you play support. We saw, kind of the Melio and the Karma come out. Even the Melio ban, you drew a ban in that second game. But what are your top 3 champs? What's your rank? Kind of all that good stuff, right?
Currently sitting at Emerald 3, hoping to hit Diamond this season. My top 3 champs are actually not something that you're going to be seeing too much in this set. As I've rotated more towards a kind of enchanter and caster support to kind of follow this meta. But my top 3 champs are Set, Urgot, and Pike. That being said, this season I'm looking to be playing mostly Karma, Melio, and then if need be, Rel.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. And so that kind of goes into our question of how long have you been playing League of Legends?
So when I first played League, I remember my first game very distinctively. It was in the fall of 2018. I locked in Master Yi Jungle with Arcane Comet, and I got to experience the release of Nico, which was definitely a lot for my fresh League brain to handle, unfortunately. But, we made do with what we could, and we landed some Arcane Comets. I remember specifically 13% with Master Yi, so, better late than never.
Awesome. Well,
It's
we're
a lot
happy
of value.
to have you now. We've got kind of a hypothetical question for you. League of Legends is a complex game from early, mid to late game, but which role in League has the largest impact in the mid game?
So I would say in the mid game that if our team if one team is ahead, support has the most impact in propelling that lead. But if the teams are pretty even or on par or maybe even behind, jungle has the best chance to kind of propel the game into a different scenario than it's currently in. My analogy that I like to use a lot is the jungle is the engine and the support is duct tape. You can't duct tape an engine, but an engine can definitely be thrown at some duct tape and change some things.
Okay.
Are you in the military?
No, not at all.
It sounds like such a marine.
But I was in robotics, and we used a lot of duct tape when we didn't have things.
I like it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
That'll do it.
Now we saw, in these games that we saw, they were a lot more like measured, right? You guys were definitely coming into the game with a lot more intention to what we were seeing. Now, if a game were to last 30 minutes, hypothetically, how many kills should there be in the game, ideally?
So, I mean, a hypothetical and ideal, you'd want to see around a kill a minute, sometimes less. I mean, for me, I love a bloodbath. If the game is 30 minutes and it has 100 kills, I'm all down for it, you know? But realistically, when I'm in a ranked game, I'm typically seeing anywhere from 20 to 40 at a 30-minute game. It really just depends on the champs that are being played. You know, if you got a Draven bot lane, you're going to see a lot more action.
Yeah.
But if you got like maybe an Ashe or a Caitlyn, typically you're going to see the gameplay slow down a little bit. No pun intended on Ashe's side. But
Yep.
that being said, I would say a healthy amount's 20 to 30 kills.
Yeah. Okay. So just a little bit more measured, but still, still quite a bit of gold out on the map.
All right,
Absolutely.
Dan, let me hit you with this. If you
All
could
right.
delete one champ, just think about it. Just take them out. What would it be?
So realistically, the one champ that I never have a good time playing against is Cassiopeia. I feel like she's in a
Nice.
similar place as Ryze, where even when she's not on the meta and on the leaderboards doing good, she's just not fun to play against. How many champions do you have to make sure you're actually looking away from? Like realistically, when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to look at the mirror, and when I play League, I don't want to have to remind myself of that. So I want to be able to look at the champions I'm playing against. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
Awesome.
Uh,
Awesome.
You mentioned robotics. Can you tell us anything else that you like doing outside of League, or tell us more about that?
Yeah, so initially from childhood, I found a great joy tinkering with things. My parents told me that the first thing I wanted was a Home Depot gift card, and I bought a wheelbarrow and some chain. Don't know what I did with it. Couldn't tell you.
Probably
That
started a
being said,
business.
I fell into I fell into robotics pretty early. Fell into tinkering, then got into cars a lot because I realized I can't do math. And if you hit a thing with a hammer, it's a lot easier than having to do math. So, give it the old college try. Slap the TV on it, and you can work with a car if you got YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
I really enjoy working on cars, specifically classic and sports cars. Sell them
super
as well. I used to own a car dealership.
Whoa.
Super
What's your
cool.
favorite car?
Yeah. My favorite car, if I had to choose one all-around everyday car, would probably be an F80 M3 between repair, maintenance costs,
Man,
ease of use for the day.
I was
F80
really
M3
hoping
is
it
a
was a car that I
BMW.
know.
It's a
Okay.
BMW
I was okay.
An
M3.
M3?
The
Yeah.
type of they throw a bunch
Yeah.
of letters and numbers. I assume BMW, so I'm glad. I'm
It's
glad.
a early
Yeah, it's
2010s
German for
BMW
sure.
M3. Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, so let's leave it with this. What's something you want the LCC to know about you for the upcoming year?
Something I really want them to know is I aim to have over 100k between shielding, healing, and damage mitigated every game I get Melio, and that's going to be on the low end.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay.
There's one last question. What are your thoughts on Vel'Koz?
What are my thoughts on Vel'Koz? I actually
That's
really
right, we
enjoyed
had to
playing
ask.
against him. I really enjoyed playing against him. I only really went for the ban because I knew we would struggle as a lane to handle it. But overall, I really enjoy seeing a good Vel'Koz in action. It's always fun to see someone who's at the upper pinnacle of a mechanically intensive champion take pilot of that.
Yeah, the geometry. You said you didn't like doing math, and then you got to play the most math-intensive champ in the game,
Well,
right?
see,
So
he's not math intensive. That's Dance Dance Revolution, and I can move.
Okay,
Excellent.
awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. We do have to kind of bust through with the last couple here, but I really appreciate you being a good sport, playing with us, and so excited for you to be part of the league this year.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man. All right, Jason, we've got two more names. Let's roll them off. Let's see who we get here. It looks like it's going to be Inku. All right.
Every time you spin these, I cannot see it, so I'm just waiting for you to tell me.
Yep, there we go. It's gonna
All
be...
right. Yoink. Welcome,
Hey,
Inku. You're on broadcast.
Yeah, welcome,
Hello.
welcome to the league. Thank you so much for joining us. Just first question for you: what's your thoughts on the rookie showcase? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was fun. I think Spike said it earlier. Like being able to actually communicate with the entire team and having a group that actually like listens is nice. It's a breath of fresh air.
Awesome. Well, we're really excited to have you along with all the other rookies. We've got our standard set of questions for everybody
Yup.
to get to know you a little bit better. So
Fire away.
we'll run through these. So, we saw you play jungle. We saw some unorthodox picks coming out with the Ornn.
Yeah.
So, so what's your
This
current
is
rank and role?
that is not my most unorthodox jungle pick. Just saying. Whatever season it was right before the big jungle overhaul, my main was Leona
Which
jungle.
one?
No,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
true.
like the first big one, right? When they changed from the original stuff to
You
having
talking about
the
getting rid of
special break.
ghosties?
Yeah, when it went from race to Raptors back then.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
So
that was a good time.
when wraiths and stuff were still around, I mained Leona jungle.
Wow.
And
Man, he's building Wriggle's Lantern on Leona. Jeez.
it was to the point where my mid duo and I would call a 3 minute and 12 or no. Yeah, 3 minute 12-second first blood, and every time we would get it almost within 2 seconds of 3 minutes 12 seconds. I would call it in all chat and be like, "You're gonna die at this
Were
time."
you the
And
one
then
that wanted to do the invade between the two towers?
no, that was not my call.
That
was
seemed
not
like
my
that
call.
energy.
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Alright.
That was
Tell us about what
I
chance
think
you
it was our
like.
Thresh. I'm a fiddle main. You guys saw that band that was
Cool, man.
that was totally against me. I like fiddle, I like Orin, I like Briar, obviously. I like Ivern. I like the weird stuff, the stuff
LCC
that
loves
people.
Ivern.
Yeah, I like the stuff that people aren't used to. When it comes to like favorite right now, Briar's personality just rings to me. It's hilarious. I love it. It doesn't matter if you're winning or losing with that champion. It's a fun time.
Yeah. It sounds like you've been playing League a long time.
Way too long.
All
I've been
right,
playing
that's a good
since
answer.
I've been playing since the beta ended.
Wow. Okay.
Off and
Oh,
on. So.
do you have
Yeah.
Rammus? The King Rammus?
That's why I said when beta ended. No, I
Yeah,
started right.
That's
I
how you
started
know.
right.
He's a
after.
liar. No, he doesn't have it. Doesn't have it, doesn't count.
I said after. I said after. No, I started right after the Bowser Rammus went out.
Yeah. All right. So, which role in League? This is, as Ian likes to say, our little more hypothetical question. I flipped the script on him here. He didn't get a choice in it. Which role in League has the largest impact in the mid game?
Yeah, we were actually talking about this in the other channel. I don't think it's a role. I think it's a single ability type. Your smites, smite champions, Cho'Gath, Brain, no worky right now, but smite control for objectives mid game is king.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good answer.
So
spicy. I like that.
Yeah. So you got a Cho'Gath mid. That Cho'Gath mid is, in my opinion, just as viable or as influential as a jungler.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If a game lasts 30 minutes, how many kills are there? Basically, how much
Hey,
blood
all
do you
right,
want in the game?
all right. You guys here already kind of pinned me for my my vibe here. 60 plus.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't you go
yeah.
less.
Yeah.
That's a Briar player if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, yup. Yeah, everybody, I was like baffled because everyone's like, like 20, 30, 20, 30. I was looking through my match history. It's like 60, 80, 60, 70, 80. Like, nah, I'm killing people, dude.
Yeah.
I farm champs, not creeps.
Cat hair.
If you could delete one champion from the game, which champion would it be?
I love Liam O'Brien, but Yasuo needs to die.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the win walls.
I cannot stand that champion.
Yeah.
It's not even
No
the win
more
wall. It's
Steel
not the win
Tempest.
wall. I cannot stand that champion. He just infuriates me, regardless of who is winning. Just like how Briar, doesn't matter if I'm winning or losing, I'm having a good time. Against a Yasuo, it doesn't matter if I'm winning or losing, I'm having a bad time.
Yeah, it's just the cut of his jib when you see him on the rift. It's just,
I get tilted in champs like when I see someone pick Yasuo.
Fair enough.
Inku, what's something you enjoy doing outside of League of Legends?
Well, I am a software programmer, as well as I collect vintage video games.
Cool.
Another one.
Which, Spike and I are buddies. We kind of do the same shit together. I mean,
is your most rare one more rare than his? He's got Mike Tyson's Punch Out. It's iconic.
I mean,
I've got a sealed copy of Star Fox over here.
I just got myself a sealed copy of probably an 8 out of 10 sealed copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's probably my most rare at the moment.
I'm gonna give it to you. I think that game is way funnier.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if that is different from a first print Punch Out. But that's what I got for my.
Hey, you're
Spike was
talking.
a
You're
mention
talking
in the
after
chat.
him, so you can just say that you win. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Nah.
That's right.
There you go. Hey, he just said in chat it's more expensive but not more rare. I'll believe him.
Okay.
I'll believe him.
Fair,
Fair.
fair.
Copper's more desirable.
All right, and then kind of last thing, and last note for you here. What's something that you want the LCC to know about you for this upcoming year?
Brain no worky.
All right, with that,
That's what I got. I'm not sure.
I know. It's, we just had you play 2 games. I know. It's and we made you play jungle.
Play? You mean
so,
stomp 2 games?
ooh, he said he's
Yeah,
gonna
we can't
stop the
stop
games
that.
for you.
All right, man. Well, we really appreciate having you. Thank you so much for coming on board, and thanks for playing tonight. And we're really excited to have you as part of the league. So thank you.
All right. Thanks so much, guys.
Awesome.
Peace.
Yep. All right. See you.
All right, and let's get our certainly last but definitely not least, our British. And I'm gonna spin it just because it'll be funny to watch it spin. But we're gonna get a Regan
That's right.
on
You
in
always spin. Do not assume. Every time you spin. That's how you use the spin.
Woo, we have a winner. It's a Regan. Let's go ahead and
Yoink.
come on in here.
Oregano, welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the LCC. You're on broadcast.
Hello, nice to have me.
Awesome.
It's nice of you guys to have me.
I love it.
He said what he said. He said what he
Sorry,
said.
it's late. It's late.
It is. Yeah. Thank you so much
Oh,
for staying up and
Connecting.
playing with us. Yeah.
Can you tell us where you're playing from? You don't need to tell us your address, but give us an area.
United Kingdom.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, United Kingdom.
What's your
I was
ping
on board.
in these games?
90.
Okay. So but
Not too
sub
bad.
100. Okay.
Yeah.
I played
used
with
to
that when I
play-
started playing the game.
Yep.
I used to play on 300 back in season 4.
Yeah, man. Long time ago.
I didn't know much back then. I was a wee boy.
Short story. I remember playing on 99 ping, and I thought that it was a loading percentage instead of telling me my ping. That was telling me I was at 99% loaded, ready to get in the game. Okay, let's get into our interview. We saw that you play support, right? So what's your rank, and what are your top 3 champs?
My rank currently is silver 2. I am climbing. I think I have an 80% win rate though, so hopefully that's good.
80% win rate in ranked is insane. Dude.
Getting 38 LP a game. So hopefully, if I keep playing, I'll get to high gold.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Maybe
What
high.
champs are you using to do it?
Well, I used to. I was in last season. I was stuck in bronze because I was playing Leona and I'd get a good dive, and then I just watch my ADCs keep farming. No, not a dive, but I go in. I'm like, and so that after a whole season of trying to get out of that and getting to silver 1 eventually, and then falling back down, I decided to go this season into and a bit of last pre-seasons playing Vel'Koz because I can play my aggressive play style and not get punished if my laner doesn't help me. And
all right, if Vel'Koz is banned, he's picking Lux. It's the same thing.
It's good to have a Vel'Koz player back in the league, right? I'm sure we got a couple viewers that would agree with us on that one. So, how long have you been playing League of Legends?
Since season 4.
Season 4? Okay. Yeah,
I believe that is
pretty close to when I started. Yeah.
Braum was on the front of the screen.
Braum? Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Now, hypothetically, kind of getting into the a little bit harder to answer questions. League of Legends, very complex game, right? And even this season, it's changed so much. Which role right now do you think has the largest impact on the mid game with all the different, objectives coming up with, the feats of strength, Otacon? What role do you think it is?
So, the heat discussion is it support, jungle, or mid? Rather than positions, I think it's more of a interesting thought to think of people who can control areas, control mages, people with long range poke. I think they're very, very important late game to us securing objectives and giving being
Yeah,
able to.
So you think it's more like draft dependent rather than role dependent?
I believe it's very important to have the ability to control where the enemy is going to be. So anyone who has
Zone
that
control.
We've seen these
potential.
answers shift a bit. I wonder what the conversation was like in
Yeah,
Freak Space.
off stream. Yeah, they
we've seen
must be
some things
talking about
going in
this.
here.
I didn't mention any of that. I just kept that in my head for.
No, that's fair enough.
It's
fair
good.
enough.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's an interesting answer. If you could delete one champ from the game, who are you removing?
I was thinking Nico because I just don't think it's a fun experience to be pressing tab constantly, checking if who's there and where. But more so, I think a lot of the old champions who summon things like Zyra, Yorick. I don't believe the minions are well thought out between the fast pace of the game of having to auto attack slowly. Because the game's shifted from back in the day when it was slowly walking at people, and so having a few minions to auto attack,
right? Yeah,
is accepting in the era where everyone's running around dashing, and having to sit down and auto attack a minion because spells don't one shot a lot of them, or like Zero plants. It makes it. I think it makes a lot of people get annoyed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Totally get it. What's getting outside of the game? What's something that you enjoy doing outside of League of Legends?
I used to be a student at engineering, doing engineering, mechanical, but recently I dropped out because of life circumstances. It was just a lot to take in at the time of COVID. So after that, I've been playing D&D and then migrate to Pathfinder for a lot of my time.
Yeah, so tabletop gaming. Yeah, a lot of people in our server like tabletop. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's
playing
fantastic.
that for a while now.
What's last question for you here. What's something that you want the people of the LCC to know about you for this upcoming year?
I play other characters other than Vel'Koz. I just enjoy Vel'Koz, so that's what I've been playing recently. I played it out of necessity.
Good. The Thresh looked good. Yeah, no,
Please stop that again.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us today for the Rookie Showcase. Hopefully you had some fun of the games. We really enjoyed getting to watch you guys play, getting to see your play style, getting to interview you. So thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the league this year.
Yeah, it was fun having the experience.
Awesome. So. Thanks, man. All right. Let's go back to Jason, just you and I, then we'll kind of wrap up the show. We've got one more big announcement to make. We know who the draft dudes are. Not the team captains, but we do know who the draft dudes are. And on top of that, we also know the draft order. So the next week between now and draft night, which is next week at 7 p.m. Eastern, okay? Jason and I are going to go live at 6:45, and we're going to start our draft at 7 p.m. Eastern, okay? 7 p.m. Eastern is going to be the time that everything in the league happens.
Hang on. Hold on, we're on an ad.
Okay, all right, I can wait.
Yeah, but I think we should just hold until everybody's back. It's about a minute left, so might have to roll it back slightly, but we'll just run through the thing again. Love you to everybody who hears us now, because I guess you're either sticking it to Amazon by using an ad blocker, or you're a subscriber. And if you're an ad blocker, you should subscribe. I mean, think about it. Be legit.
Blocker, I barely know her. Let me know when we're...
I've got 30 seconds left on mine, but I'd say give it another 15 and then we'll go.
Yeah, that's fine. No big deal. I don't want anybody to freak out here, so...
Yeah, Min says we're back, so maybe wait a few more seconds, make sure everybody, and then we'll get back to it. DJ, that's the way to go. See, you ad block
double
and
down.
you sub. That's the way to go.
All right,
that's
so we officially have the draft dudes for season 3 of the LCC. Okay, this was not an easy decision, that we made, but ultimately when we took down all of the roles, all of the players, it kind of like made itself, right? So
Yeah.
the role.
So our purpose with the draft
Yeah.
dudes, though, to frame it, is we want, ideally, they're the person drafting, so they're guaranteed to be on the team to start with. And so it's ideal that we have the tightest spread of rank between them, and ideally, like, you know, just skill set. So the starting point of the team is as even as possible. So I'll leave it to you.
No, yeah, absolutely. Jason, you announce it. I usually announce everything on this stream, so announce it.
All right. I don't have drum roll or a dude to provide you, so I'll just tell you it's going to be junglers. Junglers for season 3. Forget top lane. It's now junglers.
That's right. And so, in addition to that, we completed a role off stream. We did this right before we started, and so I have the official order for who's going to be picking in what order. Okay. So let me go through the list of junglers. We have Clone, Empro, Aztec, Boxy, Gemzy, and Inku. Those are the 6, okay? Those we saw Gemzy and Inku playing tonight. Those are the 2 rookies. So they'll have to do a little bit of research. But they saw all the rookies play tonight. They played with some of them themselves, and they'll have to go back or look at, you know, kind of who we've got signed up for the league in terms of what to know, how to draft. But those are the junglers. Now the order that they will go in. The first pick in the draft will be Boxy. The second pick in the draft will be Clone. The third pick in the draft will be Empro. The fourth pick in the draft will be Gemzy. The fifth pick in the draft will be Inku. And the sixth and final pick in the draft will be Aztec. I'm about to put that up on screen for you guys to see. This is how it is going to look. I should definitely make this bigger and do this better.
I just posted it in the Discord and the channel, so you guys can check it if you want. One thing to also note is this is going to be the draft order. You will pick in this order. But the very round 0 of the draft, we will reverse this order, and Aztec will get to select his team name first. He will select which team he will be playing as, and we will go in reverse. So Aztec, then Inku, and so on. And then we will begin the draft, starting with Boxy as the first pick.
So we will, if any of the junglers have any questions about how this works, Jason and I will make ourselves available after the stream in order to, we can hop into voice call and answer any questions that you might have. I don't want you to be confused at all about how this works. It is very straightforward. It's a simple snake draft, okay? So Boxy will select the first player, and then it will go to Clone, Empro, Gemzy, Inku, and Aztec. And then the second round will start with Aztec picking his second player, the third for his team, and it will snake back around just like every kind of snake draft does, right? So we will
at the end, each team will have one player from each role. And so at the end of the draft, there's going to be some picks that are locked. So keep that in mind when you're planning your drafting.
Yep, absolutely.
You will not be able to pick just anybody. It's important to remember.
Yep. So yeah, I guess the last thing, I say that we're running it just like last year, but we do have 2 rookies that might not know how we ran it last year. But basically, everybody is signed up for a role, and so you have to pick 1 top laner, 1 mid laner, 1 carry player, and 1 support player. You can't just pick 3 mid laners and have them fill. Everybody has assigned a role, and they will play their role for the season of the LCC. That's why we've designed the draft this way. I believe that this is going to create the most fair and balanced teams throughout the league, and yeah, I'm really excited. Last thing I'll say is that you should pick me, because I'm just better. I'm a good support
He's just
player.
built different.
Yep.
Yeah, very excited to bring it all to you. Next, when you draft your teams, last year we had all of the team captains in one channel. This time we're going to split you guys up into separate channels. and let your teams. We will. Your teams can join your channel as they are drafted, so you guys can work collaboratively on the draft.
Yep.
That is one notable difference.
So I'm sorry in advance for the season, Aurelius. Oh, I love it. Waiting to see who'll be
I already
first
lost
pick
the last 2
and who will be
seasons. What do you think
last.
is going to
Okay,
happen
doll.
to me?
Okay, doll. I see you.
I've been last place 2 years in a row. What do you mean?
I will say, if you have any questions right now, immediately go ahead and throw them in chat just while Jason and I are here. But we're gonna wind down the stream. We have been live for about 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Jason, overall, while the questions come in, thoughts on the rookie showcase? I thought two things. Number one, they crushed it. The rookies absolutely crushed it. And then
Such an exciting.
they were close
exciting
games.
set of games.
And yeah, and then the second thing is I think it went really well. I think everybody kind of came in, answered questions well. Maybe, maybe they did get a little repetitive. Maybe we can change it up. But I don't know. I thought the rookie showcase went really well. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah, anybody, if you have your own answers to those questions, feel free to throw them in the channel or the chat. Like it's all.
So a question.
Love seeing everybody
agree
live
on
and back.
trading order? I'm gonna say no. This is your pick order. You are gonna be 5th pick. Was a good stream. Thank you, Clone. Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. That's kind of. This is the year that you can break the curse, Jason. We'll see. We'll see about that.
I'm working on it.
Not if he's not on my
play.
team.
I'll play. Yeah, I'll try.
Dude, I'll come gank you mid and I'll Nautilus you to stop your back under tower.
You can fucking try.
Good, good game, good stream. Thanks, Doll. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, I think I don't see a ton of questions coming in.
Hang on. I gotta sell out again. Throw your Prime Stream subs on there. Get your regular subs up there. Gift a sub. Let Whisper try to catch this one too, because he refused to sub on his own. Whisper didn't even sign up. He's a coward. And we've got a donation stream underneath the. We got a donation link underneath the stream as well if you want to help support the LCC. It's pretty much just goes to covering the cost of doing this, for hosting the website, for like paying for just software. It doesn't cost a ton, but it does have costs, and it's nice to get a little bit of support for that. Love you guys, and yeah, let us know if you have questions. We're gonna be around, but I think are we out?
Yeah, I think that's it. Holy
cow. There we go, Yoni. All right, we can
5
stay live a little
gifteds
longer.
coming in
We can stay live.
It's not just Yoni. Whoa, Jason. It's not Yoni. This is the Crimson Yoni.
Ooh, my bad. I'm sorry. The Crimson Yoni. Cut back to our faces. What is this?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
They're just looking at this. I posted that in the Discord. They're fine.
Okay, well.
They don't need that.
I
had Pat Cam going right here.
I wanted
Thank
them
you,
to see...
the Crimson Yoni. We got some pubs coming out.
Heck
to
yeah.
some fans here.
Crispy with a subscription too. Yeah, dude, we're popping off now. Inku with a subscription. Oh my gosh.
There we go. See, you just got to sell out a little bit. I'm
Jason,
telling you.
The sellout is in full effect.
I'm a salesman. This is what I'm here for. You're here for the integrity, and I'm here to sell it out. It's fine. We'll just have a little bit of balance. It's all good.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Next week, 7 p.m. Eastern. So figure it out in your time. I know Gemsy. I know that's gonna be like 4 p.m. for you. If you're.
I think that is for oregano.
If you're on UK, it's midnight UK, which means he's got to be pretty tired right now.
He agreed to this.
Oh my gosh, and a follow coming in. So much is happening right now. The alerts are popping off. Thank you guys.
Crimson Yoni wasn't following? Man.
He
is now though.
Another one. Jeez, Crimson Yoni.
Oh, calm down. He wanted to be the top sub.
Wait, he's an oiler, dude. He's a
Simon,
whale.
are you gonna let him show you up like that?
Just crazy.
Simon's supposed to be the LCC whale. What is this? It's true what they say. The people want to give. Oh, milk. Where's Joe? He was supposed to send us a video.
That's right. No. Oh, you leaked it, dude. That was gonna be the draft intro video for the draft. We can still do that.
Look forward to it.
I think it'd be awesome. Yeah. So this is for everybody that just subscribed, you've got one more week to use your last minute your last minute really emotes. They're all the team emotes from last season. So you'll get one more week, and then we're going to be changing to the Season 3 emotes for this year. Look at that cat. Look at that little cat. I got my
I
dog
got all the
here.
cats on the stream.
I could bug this dog, but yeah, she's fine. All right, guys. Okay, I think we've milked enough. Thank you so much to all the Oilers that just that just helped us out there. That's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be a great season, guys. The rookies kind of popped off for us tonight. Hopefully, we get so lucky every single night with more great LCC action. Jason, that's everything I've got. Anything? Any last words for you?
Love you guys. Appreciate you being here. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week, 7
Doodles.
p.m. Eastern. See ya.